And we are live. Okay. We are back once again with another episode of Lost Legends on a slightly wrong day. But hey, we all want a catch up day, right? We are gonna start with our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have. Oh, hang on. No.
Just in normal order.
Yeah,
Normal order.
I went back to the old order.
Yeah, you were
First,
back with Taryc.
yeah. First up, we have Verdazin as.
Noah.
We have Cross Crescent as.
Iala.
We have Blackheart as.
Taryc.
We have Sammi as.
Jemma, Mavis, Maltori.
We have Tobias.
Cassian with a mouthful of food.
We have Markus as.
Melaka.
And we have me, Yuli, as your friendly DM. I believe up on this week's recap, they totally remembered, is Verdazin.
Wasn't it Sammi?
No.
Why would it be me again?
Last time on Lost Legend, after a short debate on the efficiency of auto-repairing cobblestone streets, the party headed to Galen. The town greeted them with an eerie silence, with the populace gone, but they did not stay for long. Following Noah's impeccable lead, the party paraded into the forest, singing and dancing, in order to draw the eyes of Pan, in order to find their friend Bill. Pixies and Satyr began to escort them, guiding them to the throne of Pan, where the Fey Lord reclined, joining in momentarily before ending the performance swiftly. Without even explaining ourselves, Pan knew the reasons for our visit, but a strange melancholy hung in his words, lamenting at the imminent departure of the bard. Nevertheless, he guided us to his home in Pan's realm, where he left the party to their task, unwilling to remain. Bill greeted the group with with great gusto, regaling them with the tales of his apparent lifetime's worth of adventure. But it's not long till the source of Pan's sorrow is revealed. Bill had learned and made friends with the force that had originally possessed him. It wished to speak to us, help us against our fight against the Malanoat, but Bill's body would not be able to take the strain, and he was going to die. There was reluctance, tears, and sorrowful acceptance as the troop had their last venture together into the plain. On the spot that would be his final stage, Bill summoned a feast and had the party regale their most joyful encounters with him. Then, finally, he began his final performance, allowing the force of the plains to overtake him, and the mysterious being finally spoke to us directly. Calling itself the joy sought in others, it was a strange, alien thing, more akin to a living emotion than a being. It surrounded us in a vision, like an oil painting, showing us vestiges of the ancient past. It was welcomed to this world by the emotional, one of the primal spawn of Morgani, and lived in happiness. But the cataclysm destroyed everything, and the souls of the calamity gather in the plain, where the emotional once stood to protect them, stuck and wandering. It told us to continue our quest to find the traveler, or at least the means of the traveler. It showed us 3 locations, one in Malady, one in the land of Talon, and one deep within the Feywild. Noah managed to snap photos of the locations displayed by the Joy, albeit a little with some difficulty with the last one. Finally, the Joy left us each a measure of protection against the Malanorat's influence. Once the message was finished, it left, and Bill slumped in his chair, still as the grave. With heavy hearts, the party returned to Morden. Bill was delivered to Sister Allenway in the Temple of Bahamut, and the group returns home to relax and digest the information that they had just discovered. There was a fiasco involving a portable hole, a centaur, and coffee, and Nim, hidden away in a room, uses contact other plane to contact Maltori's old patron, Solon. Several revelations are made on both sides. Nim learning their name as magical, and Solon that multiple calls can be made in quick succession to annoy people. We have learned a great deal. Only time will tell how we will be able to use this knowledge in the future.
Okay, very nice. Go ahead, take your bonus inspiration for the recap. Everyone remember to refresh your inspirations. And there is something I forgot to give you last week. Part of the gift from Joy and Bill, when you use your inspiration, you may add your proficiency modifier to the reroll.
Ooh.
Oh. And that is a permanent.
That's a
mod,
permanent
or-
buff.
Okay.
I have a question. to the
Yes.
GM. I forgot to ask before we ended last week. The Hero's Feast, do we roll that individually, or is that rolled once?
That's
and
a
it's the same?
good question. 1 second. Heroes Feast. Let's see. The best. It's hit point maximum or super. I think you all roll that individually.
Okay. And a question on that one:
Mm-hmm.
we get the proficiency bonus even if we already have proficiency bonus?
Yes,
on
it
the
is.
roll?
It is an added
Okay.
thing on top.
Okay.
Yep. So if you'll just go ahead and add Bill's Joy or something to your sheets, that is your bonus when you use your proficiency. Inspiration.
I was going to ask what you want to call it.
You can call it what you want.
Yeah, Bill's
I like
choice,
Bill's
good.
Joy.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to roll your Heroes Feast hit points, go ahead. Not sure they'll come into use. It was more just let's have nice food, but
These are temporary.
These
correct?
are-
That I remember.
yes,
They're
they're real hit points, but they're temporary real hit points.
yes.
Right,
we
yeah.
our temporary cap is increased by 2d10, and then
Yes.
Or a
and then it goes away after 24
Yeah.
hours. Which
Yeah, it
honestly,
also heals
it's
as well.
probably gone already. But yeah, or it's gonna be in.
In fact, yeah, guys, don't bother rolling because there's going to be some narration here.
Yeah,
Right.
it's okay. We all wanted to roll 11 anyway.
Oh.
It's probably relevant to me because Cassian fell on me last time.
That's true. That's true.
That is relevant to you. It would have taken your.
Are you calling me fat?
Yeah, you're a
I'm
horse.
calling you-
You're calling it a horse.
All horses are fat. It's fact. Okay. Right. Unless there are things people want to do, I'm going to narrate us through the days of the funeral and so on and so forth.
I wanted to write a letter to Lord Alton, and then I was thinking about popping into town and buying a guitar in the Brownie Village. But that's about it.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Which, yes, you guys do have a few days of downtime, so if there's anything you need to get shopping-wise or errands to run, you're able to. If it's magical-related stuff, reagents or such, just check with me, because if
Can I
there's
buy
any-
some paper? Because I wanted to buy like 10
Yes, you can.
sheets of paper.
You can buy paper.
Okay.
You do need to re-scribe all that music because it got coffee on it.
That got prestige.
That's,
Okay. Yeah, the days go by. Nim, is the letter something you want to play out?
I'm good with just having it delivered if you want. I already wrote it up.
Oh,
so
if you send that my way.
Okay.
Right.
I will
But
send that to you.
Right. Yeah. A few days go by before you catch word of the funeral arrangements. Because things are in such a disarray, they're not doing the full process that would normally happen. Like there's just too much going on in town. There's too many hurt, and like frankly, there's too many dead also being buried. So the usual holding period that is traditional isn't really happening. So Bill is being his funeral is being held pretty soon. Do you guys want to stay here for this will be 6 whole days of waiting? In fact, actually, you know what? We're going to play this part for a bit. You've been a few days. You guys are all gathered at home. It's sort of midday. There's a knock on the door, which Maltori goes and gets. And you hear him sort of mumble a sort of greeting before he comes in with Olimway. Which she sort of smiles faintly at all of you as she comes on in and goes, good afternoon.
How are you holding up, Olenway?
I'm holding up just fine. And she gives a sort of somber little smile and just goes,
It is a hard time. I am very sorry that you are having to go through this.
it's something I've gone through many times, unfortunately.
That does not make it any easier, though.
No. We're going to be holding Bill's funeral in 3 days' time. You are welcome to stay and join us, but I know that you are pressed for time, and I'm not going to chase you away, but Tom is... I don't know how he is going to feel.
He's probably going to be filled with anger, and I understand that. I still have anger too. He's grieving. Maybe it is kinder to him that we are not there, so he can be amongst people who he loves.
This might be a little late to ask, but would it be weird that I was going over like rituals and stuff that that I've been practicing and reading about, and apparently from what I figured out, I can do something called reincarnation. Is that, do you think, is that, I mean, we've already had a funeral planned, but
I think Bill wanted an ending that would be sung about. I don't think bringing him back without his permission would be appreciated.
I don't think you can bring him back without his permission.
Yes, if you were to do it, it would be his soul's choice to return or not. I can't speak of whether it would be his desire to. I don't.
He really seemed to accept it, so that's why I didn't want to go run out there and try it myself. Plus, I'd have to find all the oils stuff needs.
It's an expensive ritual, but I wouldn't stop you from trying it. But I don't know if you were there with him in his last moments.
He really wanted a fabulous ending, and I feel like it would put a damper on it if, like, 3 days before his grand funeral, he just comes back.
If you reincarnated him, he wouldn't quite be Bill, would he?
No.
Not really. I mean, his physical form would probably be vastly different, but I think he'd
May
still
I
have.
say something from the perspective of someone with faith?
Yes.
Reincarnation, resurrection. This is for people with grand deeds still to do, necessity to be here in this world. He is in a better place now. One that I am not eager to rush to myself, but once I am there, I do not see why I would wish to return.
Okay. I need that's. I just needed the okay whether it was really okay to do so or not. Thank you for your.
She nods slowly and then just goes, truly, it's either for those with things to do or for us and our selfish wants of them, right?
Yeah.
I think it's best
Help but be
we
selfish.
let him go.
Okay. So, what is the funeral going to be like?
Quiet, somber. The funerals in Galen were small affairs. Very Amorian.
Bill
No, it'll be a
would like
minus.
something a bit more bloody and a lot more drink.
She smiles and nods and just goes, the wake after will be quite a celebration.
That is good. He was a beautiful man. I'm sorry.
He was, wasn't he? I sometimes
Did you know
struggle
him
to
like
think
you
of
did?
them as men.
Yes, I think in some people's eyes we're all a bunch of dirty, filthy children. Maltori.
Maltori just sort of snorts a chuckle, and on the way just sort of like bows her head a bit and goes, yes, but he was a man and he made a brave choice. I hope it was worthwhile.
It seems that way. He lived more lives than a normal human could have imagined, so.
That is just because they were filling him up. They gave him life after life of joy. For that thing.
You say like that's a bad thing.
He was used. Maybe it was for a great purpose, but he was still used. I
Yes.
still feel bitter about it.
Yes. Great
I
purpose.
still feel hurt.
Great purpose that isn't asked for. We're right to feel bitter.
I am glad that Bill accepted it and loved what he did. But I feel pain that he had to do it.
I must be there for my people. I know that you need me to accompany you, but
No,
if you
should do this, and if we can meet up sometime, we will. But
me and Delandria will after things are done, we'll arrange for transport to the capital.
Of course.
Do you feel comfortable traveling there without my company?
I think
have
we
to
should
be.
be able to manage.
I don't think it's a good idea not to go with that. To go without you.
Then, if you wish to wait on me, you're free to. But I cannot hurry this process.
Don't hurry anything. We'll discuss what's best for us to move forward with while you do your preparations in peace.
Then let me know what you decide. And she just sort of gives you all a little tip of her head. I should return, and people need me.
We will talk to you later then.
I wish you luck.
She nods, and Maltori sort of walks her to the door, sees her off. For sort of
Priestess,
yes.
one last question. Or, it's actually not a question. This is a request. There is a man, formerly Lord Alton, who resides here in this town. I think their preferred goddess would lend much of her teachings to help. He is a man that needs understanding. A man on a path to forgiveness.
She
You come across him, could you offer him some comfort?
She gives you a vaguely quizzical look before just nodding again and goes, I'll ask after him.
Not.
And then she'll depart. Maltori closing the door, coming back over to you, sort of slumping into his chair. She is a shield that I would rather have, but we are dallying.
What
We
is,
are
what would we be able to do without her?
Many things. We're not going to be accosted the moment we arrive in town. It'll take more time for them to realize we're there. And frankly, if some guard tried to capture us, I'll bloody convince them that they never saw us.
I'll turn him into a frog.
Honestly, we haven't heard a peep out of Tornfell.
He thinks we're off elsewhere doing other things. We'll have some time of safety.
One would hope.
Suppose if we enter the capital in some form of guise, we'd be able to establish ourselves there as we wait for Lady Allenway to join us.
Exactly.
Didn't we try that already?
What, in a magical city of mages? It should work far better here.
Melaka looks at herself and Iala.
But
We do stick out.
Frankly, you're not really associated with us, and lizard folk aren't
That's
an
true.
unknown sight, and as pretty as our dear Iala is, she's not untypical for a half-dragon.
Change her scalp colors, dye her hair. That could work.
I am probably the.
Yes, frankly, Taryc is the most unusual.
How do you
I
feel
did
about
What else is
pass
going on
through
here?
the capital, but I don't recall much about it. There's
What
more
was
than
that, Taryc?
just
Uh,
go and leave.
what else has been going on here? I'd probably also be followed the most, I guess might be the best way, with all the attacks up here, if it has made it to the capital
You have a
yet.
guise, though, yes?
you have the ring.
I do.
And also, while word may have made it to the capital, I doubt they're letting it spread amongst the populace.
How do
Yeah,
you
but
feel about
there-
being
no.
blonde, Yalia? Give you a pair of pigtails?
No, I don't think that will fit me very well.
Yeah, it looks ridiculous, I have to say.
Children, there's very little need to dye our hairs or bleach anything. We'll use what disguise methods we have, but frankly, even if we didn't have them, not every guard is going to be looking I hope not every guard's going to be looking for us.
I
suppose-
think you would have the guard looking for us.
5 million gold bounty.
You do
and-
have
Oh, that
warrant
is-
out for your arrest.
You
So,
have the vendor
magical
skills going for it.
disguises are very best complemented by physical ones as well. We'll work diligently to change what we can.
That sounds better.
You
How-
like it better when I talk about how big the bribe is currently for people to come after us.
It both fills me with fear and, frankly, smugness.
Nation.
Yes. I am worth that much.
Yeah, no, the nice thing is Melaka here, being a face nobody knows, will be very useful for us to send to the guild hall to get an in.
Also, you need to
need to sign
register
up
yourself
anyway.
as well. There's no law against going and doing stuff without being registered, but frankly, it offers you a whole lot of legal protections, and, yes. You know how many mercenaries have been cut down by adventurers without recourse?
Yeah, I think that would be a good assessment, even though I would like to see him try.
I wouldn't. More blades kept away from us, the better. Right. Oh,
But you do make a good point, Mavis. I do think that if you need something done, I can help arrange that. And then take care of the outstanding business of my officiation.
Well then, I think Cassian is right that this is a dangerous move. I do think we move nonetheless.
I suppose that's the best course of action.
And besides, if things go awry, we just get the fuck out of there.
True.
I want to hit something first.
Yeah, pick the closest person.
Yes.
Have you and Taryc been not tussling enough, or?
We have. It's just more fun when it's more serious.
Weird. Okay. Right.
I've been finding it quite elating.
I don't want to be hit.
No. We are fearing this subject elsewhere. This is starting to get weird. Okay.
Oh, the amount of other weird stuff that you all talk about, and this is just physical enjoyment of
I feel like a
qualities.
house of cards.
Physical enjoyment, she's speaking my language.
See,
Oh, like a bad hand.
Now we're on the
Disgusting,
right
dirty children.
wavelength.
Okay.
Oh, we're adding adjectives now.
Yes, you deserve them. Right. Has everyone got everything they need? There's no point dilly-dallying.
I think
We should probably just head down the way and tell Sister Oliver that we are departing.
We have magic.
Ending.
Yes.
He's literally 20 yards out the door.
That's probably 100 or so.
You want to sprint out there and go tell her?
I guess I can.
Fine.
Okay.
Go.
I'm gonna watch.
Run.
Okay. She runs,
I'm gonna
and
watch too.
it's more like a forward
Boinky,
lean
boinky,
run,
boinky.
where her
Your arms
spine and
back?
tail- not back. She's not Narutoing, but she's just having her spine and tail be in one plane so she can keep balance.
Right.
Velociraptor.
Got it.
You
Pretty
run.
much.
You run to catch up with Olin Way.
I do slow down
Wait.
before I approach her so I don't scare her.
Can you T-pose or things touch the ground at that point?
Ha. Yeah, you can catch up with Olin Way, which she sort of stops walking when she hears you coming behind her, turns to face you.
No, and them are gonna do like the tiniest little fist bump.
Sister, good. I caught you before you got too far.
Yes, can I help you?
We had come to a quick decision. Actually, we will be heading out to the capital.
I had assumed as much.
I wanted to let you know so you don't have to worry about our decision and you can focus on what is important.
I appreciate that. When you arrive, if you find lodging or any such thing, if you send me a sending to let me know where to find you.
I will certainly relay that to our more capables.
And she just nods and says, "Then safe travels."
Thank you. And best to you and your duties at hand.
She nods and then seems to she actually seems hesitant to consider something. For she looks you in the eyes and just goes, "Blessings of Lorne on you and yours."
She pauses for a moment and nods. The Lorne connotation not really that impactful to her, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But I know Lorne's been talked about in sort of undertones around, so she appreciates it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Right, and she'll continue on her way.
Melaka will roll her neck and shoulders and walk back to the manor.
Melaka returns. Do you sprint back or do you just walk back?
I just walk back.
Okay.
They had their show.
Yeah. Melaka returns, and Maltori is sort of standing up with his stick and just being like, "Well, tell everybody to pack, but I hope none of you unpacked, so..."
No, I got
I didn't.
Oh,
everything.
him. And he just gives you a sort of look.
What?
Well, hopefully we can find some decent sleeping arrangements where we're going.
On that,
That's
once
fine.
we do, Sister Allenway wants to know where we will be lodging.
How am I supposed to know?
When we find one.
Oh, right. Yes, that makes more sense. Okay. Well then. Question, children.
Answer, Papa.
That was more of a statement.
Shut up, you wretches. I'm getting there. Look, do we want to be teleporting directly into the city?
Would there be more
Yes.
suspicion and questions?
Yes.
I think maybe we should come in from the outside, so that way we don't have to explain how we teleported in. It would
There would
be
be guards at the gates, would there not?
yes, but
Well-
I feel like it would be a lot easier to explain a bunch of gaggle of people walking in as travelers than
So,
teleporting right in the center of the capital.
problem with going outside is I don't have anything particularly close.
Oh,
But what I was thinking is if we teleport into the city, we use everything we have to obfuscate ourselves. Nothing arrives at that circle, you see.
I
mean-
can make myself and Mommy invisible. And,
Visibility.
I could put some people in a bag.
People in the bags. But then you've got that nature met. He sort of gestures at you, Taryc, to make us unseen, unheard, right?
Wait.
Harder to, yes. Not invisible, but
But coupled with invisibility and people in bags.
yes.
Would an activated circle not draw attention?
A quirk. A weird happenstance. Even if they think somebody's come through, they have to fucking find us.
You mentioning people in bags makes me a little bit nervous, but
If it's good for Helper, it's good for you.
You know, you just made me think of something, Maltori. What if we activate the circle and we don't go through?
Okay.
Give it a couple minutes, and then we do it again.
but then I'd be suspecting something at that point. Might as well get it over with and scatter.
Oh, no. We go through the first time, yes, but then we activate it again anyway.
Yes.
And we just make it look like it's acting up. Magical shortage. It happens. They're ancient. Just enough to put
that's-
doubt into their minds.
Sure. If that
Maybe I'm overcomplicating.
No, it's good
That
thinking,
sounds
Mavis.
fun.
It's. Listen, casting doubt, it'll be enough to make somebody go, maybe I don't report this. Maybe we figure out what's happening first. It's delays.
I wish I'd have known to do this a few days ago. I would have started doing this a few days ago. You know?
Yeah, that would have been.
I
Oh,
think that might have been too much. because
maybe.
then
They might actually get people in that can see things.
Maybe. So we just go through it once and get it over with.
No, we go for it once, and then I think we do just maybe a couple of extra activations through the day.
Or we activate it once, let it fail. I go through the second time. If someone's there, mention that the circle up here is kind of messing with.
We don't want to mention here.
Well, wherever we're from, it's causing a little bit of weirdness. And then you open it the third time and come through. Now that they've been alerted that it's being strange, they probably won't pay attention to it.
I think the best trick would be to give them as little information as possible. So we all go in there, one go, no idea about any problems anywhere in the world, and have them solely focus on the portal right in front of them.
Yes, Mavis.
If they have a mage come by to check it afterwards and find out that why did the portal activate and nobody was there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can they vaguely tell where that portal opened from?
That's incredibly complicated. I doubt whoever they've got to stand by will be able to do it. They'd have to push it way higher.
Okay, as I was wondering if we should go to one of the other locations that we have and go from there. Just
Well, that's another step that might be handy, though, just in case.
just
How far do we let our
like-
paranoia take us, right?
Can
It's
they track,
mainly yours.
What?
Can they track if it's not used at an actual circle?
This is harder.
Like,
Actually, no, though. If we go to another circle, that gives a more distinct thing for them to track, which would be good. It tells them that it's not come from here. If it's left to a mystery, they might suspect.
I was also
Could they even
thinking my beautiful girlfriend and maybe a couple others that are really good at disguise, maybe be with the portable holes at the bag of holding for the people that need to be more obfuscated.
Do they
Yes.
even suspect us to arrive at the capital?
I don't know.
Have-
none of this is all kind of hearsay.
This is how much do we want to have caution and misdirection? How much is needed? We don't know. So why don't we just go all fucking out?
I'm just
I'm-
thinking there's a huge bounty on us, and even if the guards in that town aren't on edge, because I'm pretty sure any one of them would want the king's bounty to make them money. I wouldn't be surprised if every old man in the capital has been arrested by now. I think there are probably every old man has probably been arrested. I bet you that they are going after every tiefling and every half dragon because they don't know the difference. And they're probably grabbing anybody up that fits any of those demographics.
He actually pauses and sort of leans forward on his staff and just goes, "That's a good point. You know the amount of discontent this must be causing. Because you're right, that kind of bounty is going to cause a lot of, attempt.
Positives.
Yes. That's
'cause
usable.
They're vaguely looking for an old man. They are looking for somebody beautiful like Iala. Noah's a bit of a hard sell. Noah is the biggest standout, but Noah doesn't look like Noah did for the picture. But
Yeah.
there aren't that many satyrs, so it would Noah and Taryc would be the big standouts. Centaurs, I bet you that there's a lot of.
There's quite a few
centaurs
centers there. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of centaurs have been mussed up.
Well, male centaurs.
Well, and you have very unique markings.
That's
I can look.
yeah.
I can look completely different.
Why don't you throw your ring on? I mean, boobs is an extra level of sophistication.
They're looking for a centaur guy, not a. Not a lady.
Also, your stripes are very unique, but I don't think that the bounty had your stripes.
No, there
And I'm
was.
sorry.
It had my face.
Yes.
What if I
Yali-
just said? What if I just said I was a tiefling?
That's believable as anything.
I don't think you look like a tiefling.
I have the hooves and the horns.
Well-
Makes air quotes.
They wiggle about them.
Melaka reaches
They're
up
very
and touches
squishy
one of them.
worms.
I haven't been drinking my milk, so they're weak.
They're fluffy.
I don't like soft horns concept. That's
Whoever does use invisibility, I have spell that might help with that too. In addition to the one I've used before, learn something to avoid detection spells.
That's,
Yeah.
I think
yes.
that'll be handy.
And I think we don't need to get that complicated.
Yes, as for splitting up and trying to do a staggered order, now, we're all going to go through together just in case it goes wrong. But yes, I think
Okay.
hopping elsewhere first, travelling in, a couple of force ones after that. We use whatever secret disguising we can, invisibility and all that.
I do like the idea of just going in and then having the circle go on the fritz for a
Mhm.
day or two.
Yes.
Okay.
Are
so
we all, in that regard, are we all going invisible then, or hidden, or some way? There's no physical individual on the circle.
I'm going to
This
ask this
is-
very politely. I'm not naming names, but those that feel that they are very bad at sneaking, please raise your hands.
Iala hesitates.
Cassian's hand goes straight up.
Well, I don't really. Her hand slowly goes up. I don't need to sneak per se. I've got my magic to.
No, standard mundane sneaking. He actually puts his hand up.
I'm
She
an
wobbles
expert
her
at
hand.
not being seen. I couldn't do it if I tried.
So.
Pretty good at it.
Those of us that do not feel adept at natural, unaugmented sneaking may want to consider riding along in a bag.
I'm
Then
not going for a bag.
we take
So-
those who are very good at sneaking, we make them invisible, we obfuscate them with further magics. He looks at you, Taryc. They should get through no problem.
That makes sense to me.
I was thinking if this would it be viable for me to be invisible and then just face step out of there?
That will cause,
Your invisibility to break.
yes.
And suddenly there will be a fae in the middle of town.
I wouldn't recommend it.
You may know more. Do they tend to try to be invisible stuff and such normally they're around them?
No.
So I think Noah's bag of hole and my bag of holding. Do we have any others? I don't think my haversack on Nami's saddle is a good plan. I think no one's gonna fit in there.
And Taryc and myself are going to be feet on the ground, but invisible.
Melaka doesn't need to be invisible.
I don't need to be. That's why I initially brought the question. I could just have a bunch of bags.
Actually, yes. I mean, if Melika's just the one going through,
I
like
would have to
visibly, the first
explain.
time, you just hired a mage.
Yes,
That's why I say I
hired
could,
a
wear,
maid.
I could wear my ring and go through with Melaka. I'm the mage.
I mean, if you're going to be unfeasible, that's not a word. Feasible.
Visible?
Yes. Then yes, we have you if you bring on. We should also do some other things. You're even if it's not on a wanted poster, your pattern is quite distinct, and I don't want that word to get around. But we could change a few colours on you, so on.
Wearing the ring will be a layer out. We may not even need sneak.
Yeah, well,
We could even get some mundane stuff. We could get some white or some black kind of paint, and we could just cover Cassian's body with it, so that way they look like they don't have stripes at all.
yeah, it only needs to be passable at a glance.
If we use tar and feather, he can be like a griffin or a hippogriff.
No, we're going off track there.
For different reasons. I just thought that would be kind of neat.
Okay. No, I like this idea.
Cassian's just shaking his head, just like, mm-hmm.
We need not pretend that the circle's on the fritz after the fact, because it's just a normal set of travelers going through that are completely unrelated to the rest of us.
Taryc also has a ring to obfuscate their look.
That's true.
So
Yes,
we could
like
have Melaka,
women.
Taryc, Cassian, Arwa, and
Arwa's a good idea, yes.
and then I could hide in her pocket, and
Is it just going to be me and Noah in a bag?
and
Sounds
Iala.
like it.
Any Alia?
Oh, that's true.
I don't need to.
Yes, you do.
You are.
You are not a good sneaker.
She stands up, flips her hair, and casts Alter Self on herself.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Right, Noah. We're gonna go in a bag together.
Oh, joy.
Well, I suppose you could turn into a.
hole.
I suppose you could turn into a worm.
I could. But who wants, like, a raven familiar or something?
Get in the bag, Noah.
What?
That sounds nice.
Being Noah does have the ability to turn into an animal. Do you not?
I could become someone's familiar. I'm so sorry, Maltori.
Okay.
To go into the pack.
Actually, to be fair, lonely bag time's preferable to one-on-one bag time. That's awkward.
You could always borrow Arwa's ring and join me in the pocket.
You just want me to be small, don't you?
No,
will
I just
be,
wanted company, but okay.
Fine. You know what? No bags. You know what? That's great, because if I'm in a bag, I can't help if things go wrong.
There will need to be one in a bag, I think, because Saeed might draw attention that we don't want.
Dismiss Saeed. You could do that, right?
I just like the way that was said.
I mean, Saeed is some kind of god beast.
And dismiss him.
Have you tried that?
I have not tried that. I don't know how. I guess try. the
Focus your
opposite
will.
of it.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
This is where these rangers are. How do I do this? I don't know. I'm an arcane caster.
Nami should be fine.
I'm going to. Well, actually,
I'm afraid that Noah, your beautiful young lady friend, might need to hide though.
Kaleida sort of gives you a look, Nim, and pouts.
Do you want to come play cards in the pocket?
I don't know if I'd fit in the pocket.
Yeah. But it would be fun trying to fit in the pocket with you.
I don't want the succubus in the pocket with us. Oh.
That sounds.
I mean, I can turn invisible, or you can just, shunt me away for a bit.
Oh, that was sad.
Also,
Yeah,
not
just
having
like
a
before.
succubus in the pocket sounded sad as well.
are we planning on going today or?
But I'm also not a known quantity, so I can just be someone else's familiar.
Well, that's true.
Going
She's gonna flap on over to you, Cassian, and sort of give you a wink.
We're doing it right
You want
now.
to be my lady friend for the trip?
Sure. Cassian's gonna put on the ring right now, just get it over and done with.
Okay.
Better roll your dice.
Roll. 100.
Am I supposed to roll that?
You're fine. I mean, you can roll it yourself if you want. Depends whose dice luck you want.
I don't care.
Right, you go ahead and roll it then. Okay.
What am I doing? I just have to get up.
Ooh, close.
Ah.
Alright. Okay. Yep.
Why are you
Cassian.
rolling twice?
One for
One.
gender shenanigans, one for permanency.
Yeah, it's a dangerous thing to put this ring on.
Alright. Speaking
I
of
thought it was
which,
just one roll.
Simple prestidigitation, you should be able to change your hair color. I'm sure it works on your fur, Cassian.
Cassian's going to... Does that work?
Prestidigitation lets you change hair color and eye color, I thought, unless they changed it.
don't
That was the eye
think
color.
so.
changes your eye color.
yeah, form
Oh, is
intelligence
it?
does that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Presley
Oh.
cannot do that.
Oh, I guess not.
I am going to try to dismiss Saeed.
Saeed looks up at you, lets out a little what, and then vanishes.
Yeah, I can't
Load.
change fur color with that.
Yeah.
Didn't know I could do that. Thank you, Maltori.
Maltori just like sort of throws his hands up a bit. I was going to tap a finger to her chin. Then she fishes out the ring, holds it out to Maltori. Maltori goes, oh, and takes it. And then I'll sort of looks at what's your alter self like, Iala?
I was thinking she was gonna go with this time as a younger form of herself.
Mm-hmm.
She's going sort of like a child, short, nice hair, her still that shoulder coat that she first started with.
Do you change your hair color, your color of your wings or anything?
She doesn't do that because she's too proud to be anything else.
So
but a blue dragon.
you altered yourself,
mini
but you end up you
size.
just made yourself look a little younger.
In that case, Maltori is actually going to sort of come up to you, Iala. It's gonna like jab you with his staff a bit, and just goes, no, more, better.
She turns her hair a vibrant blue.
Okay, can you get away from your heritage?
How dare you?
Sneaking! Sneaking!
It's my entire. That's my entire character arc. She's changed this. Fine. It's,
Be a red, they're better.
Yeah, Nim's got to cast alter self and make herself look like a cute little brownie
Melaka kind
with
of
a really long
sidesteps
braided
away.
red hair.
that gets a few sparks out of her, but she decides to go as a green dragon. She changes towards green, and her horns change to more of green dragon-shaped horns.
Yeah, that's fine. Cute green dragon child. Aren't you adorable?
She is.
Of course I am.
Uh,
Ever am.
Awa is going to shift herself into an older-looking green half-dragon. Is going to just step up beside you, Iala.
She
Melaka claps her hands. She's like, that's so cute.
Iala
It strikes me,
does-
actually, Papa, that you and I could just be a pair of brownies.
I don't have auto self prepared.
No, but you keep your hood up. They don't see your ears. You're going to be very small. They won't know the difference.
That's true. Yeah, but we're getting to the realms of our weird species party composition matching up a bit. Right, fuck it.
I mean, there will be at least one human puts on ring, changes clothes, puts armor back
Armor more or less falls off of you.
Maltori is going to slip the ring on. Okay, he's fine. And then he sort of looks up and just goes, okay. Who do I trust? Who do I trust the most?
Mavi?
For God's no.
Have you seen me?
Oh,
besides me?
Put me in your pocket, dear. I was going to lean down and offer her hand out to Nim and Maltori.
I'll go with him.
He will join you. Nomi will just clamber up on Arva's shoulder.
When Arva changes into like Ialia's motherly form, like Ialia, it does. She kind of she flinches and shudders, but she just takes a deep breath and just tries to work with it. It hits her though.
Mm-hmm.
It visibly hits her.
Does Yalia keep her other half, or does she change that half too?
Arwa does not notice your reaction. Right. Okay. Right. So we're just going straight there.
That is hopefully the plan.
Right.
With the call from the pocket. It's going to be up to Cassian or Iala to cast the circle, I guess.
Yes, I don't want to clamber into a pocket in desperation before going through the circle.
Are we not doing the go to different circle than there first?
Oh yeah, let's do that. We still wouldn't be coming from elsewhere. That's right. Far off land.
Sir, what's
Fuck.
off?
Okay, 1 second. Get me out. Get me out. Oh, put Maltori back down.
Should I transform now?
Oh yes, may as well get our guises going.
Familiar. You can do that, Noah.
Noah is their moth wings are going to spread out and flap forward, covering their form, and flap back and turn into a snowy white owl. It's going to fly up onto Ialia's head.
Okay.
Oh, look, a creature of nightmares.
Amazing.
Can you not do a pseudo dragon? That would be so much better.
No,
Oh, it's weird when it speaks.
I don't take requests.
We're going to Yillis. If the guards ask where we came from Yillis. We were there. Why were we there? Looking for a rare herb.
Yeah, they got those all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It
Well,
worked
and hopefully
so
it's
well
one that
last
didn't
time.
try to eat us.
Yeah, it worked so well last time.
Indeed. Right. Okay. I'll cast this one, and I'll get in someone's pocket once we're through. If anything swoops down and tries to grab me, kill it.
Will do.
Right. Maltori is going to start trying to do his spell. Pauses.
I'm going to do it, Papa.
Okay, the scale is throwing me off.
Maltori,
And
just remember, size does affect magical power. You are stronger than ever right now.
It's bullshit. What are you talking?
All your magic is now condensed.
Uh-huh. Yes, well, please,
Papa,
dearest daughter. I don't
I'll
know how
do
you do
this.
it at this scale.
I got it. I'll cast it with him giving me the coordinates to
Yeah.
do it. Then, yeah, I'll do that.
Right. Okay. Teleport circle flashes. You all want to step through?
Yep.
All right. You all step through. Immediately, you're hit by heat. It feels quite a bit warmer, wetter here. Just like it's humid. You are surrounded by. You expected lush greenery, but it's actually like a lot more brown, sort of gnarled wood stretching up above you, like thorny bushes twining around trees, and you are standing on a stone circle that is raised up on this sort of like stone. It's not a plinth, but like the stone has come out of the ground at an angle, making like a tiny hill. And you realize, oh yeah, the thorns surrounding you are actually like they're formed walls essentially, and there is a thorny arch some distance away as an exit. Okay.
Cassian's actually got his book open. He's scribbling the coordinates.
Breathe in the Innis air.
I'm immediately starting to draw the next circle.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot
This
about
is-
the humidity.
This is comforting.
It's horrid. It's the air is filled with
No, you
sweet and
don't.
decay at the same time. I despise this land.
How
Get out of here.
does
Can we
he
stay
the
here?
sweat?
No, we're going.
Aw,
This is why I like staying on the coast.
coast is
Wouldn't
nice.
it just be wetter near the water?
It's wetter, but it's not so deathly humid.
How does anybody function without the tail? This is bullshit.
Yes, you keep wobbling forward.
My balance is all gone.
Maltori will continue grumbling about the environment here as Nim does the circle. But before long, there is another flash of a circle going up. But Maltori is going to ask to be pocketed before then. Not in an attempt to hide, just like he doesn't like the idea of walking around and being snatched. His paranoia comes through. But yeah, you're all able to.
I'll rush towards Arwa when the circle flashes. Just
Yeah.
get picked up, put away.
Yeah, she'll scoop you up as she moves forward, and you guys can step through the circle.
Through.
Right. Ba-bum. 1 second.
Also, it's like the second time of the campaign I've gotten to cast Alter Self on myself. Yay!
Yay! I'm trying to find something.
Actually, no, technically it was Disguise Self is what I used. Wow. I get that once a day as a Bahamut devotee. It's not concentration, so it's wonderful.
As you step through into Dawnholm, it actually feels quite a bit chiller than when you were like over in Morden. Mainly just because you were just in somewhere real hot, and it's a bit of a shock to snap back here.
Oh, so cold.
Arriving at the teleport circle here, I think this second time quite a few of you have seen this, right? Because you were shunted out from this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you arrive here, and yeah, it's in a courtyard. It is air quote guarded, but after having visited the one over in Arcanist, this feels very quaint. There's a couple of guards just like sitting on duty. There's no like arcane weaponry aimed towards the circle or anything. It is just they perk up as you come through, as if like that's a bit of an unusual sight. And one of the guards sort of stands up and approaches and goes, "Oh, travellers, what brings you through?"
Greetings. We arrived from Yenis just momentarily ago.
Oh, Guinness, you've come far.
Yes. We had business to take care of, acquiring reagents of herbalism.
Adventurers.
Yes.
Do you have your marks? Our actually perks up and speaking with a bit of a strange accent, just goes, "Oh no, we're adventurers over from Guinness, so not really registered or anything. Sorry, do we got to do that?" Well, not technically, but it helps us keep a passage. If folks would be so kind as to try and do that. Arwa just sort of nods and puts an arm around Iala and just goes, "Sweetie, we're going to become official?"
It's finally gonna be adventurers.
Which way do we go to do that? And the guard actually goes, "Oh, if you head out the gates here, building over towards the left, It's not a hard thing. You got coinage. You use coinage. There is a fee. Oh no, we don't have coin. Although I suppose we could sell what we found, so we'll be able to sort that real soon. And he just nods and goes, "Oh well, no rush, just something to get on. Welcome to Lonson. You're
Kindly, sir.
you're in Dolenholm. You'll find it's a fair city. It's good folk." And he just smiles very welcomingly and motions the other guard who starts to open up the gate. And Arwen goes, "Thank you very kindly, sir." And she'll head towards the
Thank
gate.
you.
In the pocket, I'm mouthing "she's good" to Maltori and pointing up at Arwa.
It's like she's done this for a living.
And Maltori just sort of nods, like somewhat proudly, actually.
Yeah.
And you guys are able to leave unmolested.
Thank you for your warm welcome.
Oh, big lady. Okay. He sort of like actually removes his helmet briefly, as if like tipping his cap. Doesn't seem suspicious at all. Right. You guys find yourselves on the street of Dornholm, and Arwa actually just sort of like leads you guys quite quickly away from the vicinity of the Adventuring Guild Hall. And once a couple of streets over, she pauses and goes, "Well, that went okay."
Yes.
Yes.
Very simply.
That actually went a lot better than I was expected. I'm glad we went this instead of the invisibility scatter.
Blessings of the masked one that Arwa was with us.
Aw, you flatter me.
Didn't think it was gonna be that hard anyway.
Now, it's better not taking no chances,
What's
Of
up?
course not.
What's up?
Are you familiar with a lodging that is in the area? Or just try to find something.
Well, do you want to stay somewhere normal, or do you want to stay somewhere more, that'll be blunt, criminally orientated?
Perhaps. Well, I'm not the. It would be more of an interesting environment to go there.
No criminal contacts. They'll be more liable to
Yes.
actually turn us in.
Correct. I
Also
think
avoid
something
any
more
place that Maltori has been before.
Yes.
casual and normal.
In that case, why don't we go towards the we'll go towards the south side of the city. It's a little more humble, less mercantile folk. We do not want to go to the west side where the docks are. There is too much patrol there, too much scrutiny. Northern side is more the nobility and plenty of mercenaries and guards. Not good. And the east side is also, patrol gates. South side, quiet.
To the south then.
I'm sure we can find a decent inn.
Don't say anything, Nora.
She slaps the side of the owl.
Yes, owls don't talk.
Don't forget your place.
Kaireda in raven form actually goes, "Yeah, owls don't talk."
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
Alright. You guys meander through the city.
West side was the docks, right?
West side is Dockwood, yes.
Okay. Dockwood? Is that what the district's called?
Dockwords, I think.
Words, as in direction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he manages through the streets, and she doesn't put on a big show. But every now and then, she'll go up to a vendor, dragging Iala with her, and in that same sort of Guinness accent, speak loudly of like such strange sights and wonders. Just keeping up a little pretense of trading with you all. But like tends to drag Iala away from the rest of the group, as those that have hoods up are again going quite unnoticed.
Okay. Twice, Iala tries to keep the facade up. She's been doing pretty well, but every time she goes to say like mother or mom, she trips up
Mm-hmm.
and has just started to go with ma'am.
Let's see. Alright, she's gonna notice this time. She'll actually pause and she goes, "Oh, what's gotten into you, little sister?"
It's,
Come, strange new land, but you'll get accustomed to it. Let's go see the docks, she says quite loudly on the street. And then she's going to like pull you that way. And then she's going to put a hood up.
She follows suit and then puts her hood up as well.
Yeah. And then she's going to slowly meander her back to the group.
I had forgotten how exhausting it is to walk around with such short legs.
Oh, you're doing a good job hurrying along.
Who?
Well,
But it said like a very vocal poo. It's not like a hoot.
right, everybody. I don't actually do dealings here in this part of the city, which is why we're going this way, but it means I do not know where to stay. So, eyes out.
Yes.
Who?
I'm going to roast you.
Who?
Tell me there's a dangerous owl nearby. Protect me.
Nomi's tail goes up.
There's a tail that extends out of a pocket.
No, Nomi's not in a
It's on
pocket.
our shoulder.
Oh, no, it's
Yeah.
not. Okay.
Man, so many people with familiars all of a sudden.
The fun one is probably one of the animals should have been on mine, just so I can still pass as a ranger.
Yeah. If everybody would like to give me perception checks to try and keep eye out for somewhere nice looking to stay.
I'm not looking. I'm in a pocket.
Maltori is just sort of like shifting back in the pocket and just going, how do you get comfortable in places like this?
You just kind of like let the fabric hold you a bit. It's kind of like do you ever have those hammock things? I've seen people.
I tried one once. I hated it. It was treachery.
Yes.
I love hammocks.
This is basically treachery. It gets way worse if she starts to run.
No running. No. You guys walk around for a little bit, and then I'm going to say, a few of you spot inns and so on, but just nothing really appeals. Taryc, you are going to spot what is air quote an inn, but it's clearly like a family house. You can actually see like they've got a little yard where it looks like carts and such are being assembled. But they've got a large building and it seems to be open for people to stay at. Less of a tavern with rooms and more just like an actual old school inn, which was a people's home.
I'm gonna motion over towards it. I see an inn over there. It's a little more traditional.
What does it look like? I can't.
It's a.
I'll boost
Seems
you.
to be someone's house.
Okay, no, I don't like this. Don't like this at all. Okay.
Okay, now you can see out the top.
It's fine. Yes, that'll do. Okay, back down.
Okay, back down.
My legs aren't made for that.
Oh no, they're pretty strong.
I'm wiry. You can wander over to this place. It does have a thatched roof and so on. You guys are actually pretty close to the exterior of the city. Like clearly, once you get past the walls here, it goes into actual farmland.
Will we pass through the walls?
No, you haven't passed through the walls. I'm saying you're close to the exterior.
Close to it.
Yeah. But as you approach, you see like a couple of men actually working in the yard. They've got this large piece of lumber that they're currently sawing at. Do you want to go into the yard? Do you want to go to the building's entrance? What do you want to do?
Malaka will go to the yard.
What would normally be inside or just
I don't know if you guys have really, like, a bunch of you aren't from this land and thus don't know the culture.
Yeah.
Well, we're also pretending to really not be from this land, so we don't know the
So
culture.
you walk over to the yard and to see the people that are there. You walk on over, and one of them actually sort of motions to the others, like, okay, stop soaring. They're holding one of those big 2 people, blades. So,
Greetings.
hold there. Well, you're what are you, some sort of dragonborn? Rare sight.
Not quite dragonborn. I am more of the normal lizard folk persuasion. She looks down at
Lizard folk.
Yes.
Huh. Well, you're here to buy lumber or a cart, or
We were told that
if you want custom work, it can be done. It's not our usual forte, though.
we were more interested in lodging, if that is something that this
Oh,
place is acquainted for.
you want to go see Tabitha then?
Tabitha.
Yeah, just in through the door.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure if it would be better to talk to you or just to enter.
No. I don't handle that side of things. He sort of waves his hand a bit. She's better with people.
Oh, thank you. Well, sorry for disturbing of your work.
No problem. If you end up staying with us, he actually sort of like removes his cap and bows his head. Then, pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure will be ours.
Pleasure, sir.
Yes. He puts his cap back on and just gives you all a nod before he returns to soaring.
Come along.
Side then.
Right, shall we get out of the pocket now? I guess we're being presentable, right?
Alright, but are you gonna pretend to be a brownie the whole time we're here?
Am I going to have to pretend to be an owl this entire
No, I don't want to do that. Shall we?
Alright, I just want to know what we're up to.
Yeah, are we dropping disguises now, or are we keeping this act up? I guess we got to be known sometime, right?
I'd like to have long legs again. I
Okay,
can't keep this up forever.
we're away from most people. I don't want to do this forever. Let's go.
Mama.
Let's go. Oh shit, where do we go to the town disguise? Awa sort of rolls her eyes a bit and just goes, look, we only need to be out of sight for a moment to look like we're hiding property. Let's just slip around the back of this building.
Also, we have our cloaks up, so it'll be alright.
Yes.
Takes me a little longer than.
It is unfortunate that you do not have the magic for such a thing.
Maybe we should get you just something that refits for such occasions.
That's probably a good idea. Maybe.
A little bit of shift weave, maybe.
Yes.
That's
I mean, we're in a city to buy magic items. This is a good place to find it.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Oh God, why did I say that? Okay.
I mean,
Someone
I
holding Alia down.
There's nothing wrong with her buying magic items. Don't worry about it.
She just sounds so excited about it.
Because I am.
Okay.
Well, we should be.
Oh, well, put me down, please. Put me down. Right. He's going to slip the ring off and hand it back to Awa, who, as she takes it, is going to shift back to her drow state.
Noah is going to shift back to their form, walk over to Cassian, and just pick Kylena off their shoulder and take her back.
Caw.
Right.
She's not your familiar.
Getting jealous.
No,
Yes.
not at
yes.
all.
Yes.
No, I'm not. It's just
Ew.
I'm going to feed the bells. Oh, that's right. Okay, who's taking what?
Yes.
I have a question of the GM. Real quick before
Yes.
we hear this. Is the cloak, well, up and everything, large enough to hide, quick enough to change clothes, or am I trying to find something else?
It's not easy to do so. Like it's a cloak that draws around you, but like, you know, changing clothes, it's going to shift, it's going to open, and so on. But if you're facing away from people,
Yeah, I'm also.
Melaka stands in front of you in the alleyway.
Because I'm not going to put the armor back on. I'm going to leave the armor off for
Okay.
now. So
so you're just going to change
the
clothes.
privacy screen, Taryc.
I should be able to deal with it with this.
Alright, because I would help you.
Actually,
I will throw a minor illusion
Whoa,
of
whoa.
a 5 foot by 5 foot curtain just hanging in front of Taryc.
The curtain that you can see through, knowing it's an illusion.
Yes, 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 I can. Yes, I can.
Well, we also know Taryc has not cared about changing in
Uh-huh.
front of the group, most of the group.
Yeah.
So just need
Listen,
more-
this I'm being kind, so this doesn't cause a scene.
yeah.
I'm not doing anything else.
taking the
You're able to. You staying in female form, Cassian, or are you shifting back?
I'm staying.
You're staying.
If
Okay.
nothing else, it gives me a lot more height ability.
Okay. Right. You all take care of
I'm back
business.
to Trixie because I want my tail.
Yeah. I can balance again. I'll goes, oh, you're much cuter this way.
I'm going to saddle up on Arwa's shoulder. Be happy.
Nomi sort of leans around her neck because he's on the other shoulder, bobs his head at you.
I give him a kiss on the cheek.
He flaps happily.
That is my handsome young man.
Chest puff. All right. Once you're
Speaking
all
of, Iala drops hers as well. Drops her spell.
inflating noise.
Saw no change.
No, she got taller.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Everybody shifts back to their forms except Cassian.
And Melaka.
And Melaka.
Oh, right.
But
yeah.
you never changed.
No, I didn't change.
And you're able to walk back round to the entrance of the building, which we'll go ahead and just open up the door, and it seems to be unlocked. And you're able to step in to what looks like it was just a downstairs living area, but it's clearly been sort of fitted out. There's a couple more tables than would normally be. There's no bar or anything, but it leads off into a kitchen. It seems to be empty right now, but you did hear the sound of clattering dishes from the back, and her voice just goes out. "Oh, be there in a minute. 1 second." And you just hear a bit more noise before coming out. Cloth drying, wet hands. Is this a little hard to tell? Reads dwarven, but a bit too tall. This woman, she's got a sort of very, very carefully, short but well made beard, braided hair that's sort of done up, when you braid up into a bun on the back. Orange hair, face covered in freckles, and she comes in and goes, "Oh, well, you're a motley crew, aren't you?"
Are you Tabitha?
Tabitha's my name. You're looking. I was
We
just.
were instructed to speak with you about lodgings.
Oh, well, it's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze with a lot of you. But yeah, we got a couple of rooms.
We're used to that.
Yeah,
We've got a big crew to handle.
big crew indeed. Dear, she says, giving you a slice little smirk.
She rolls her eyes, but in good humor.
Oh, well, if you're looking for rooms, we don't charge per head, just per room. So it's a silver piece for 2 days.
Oh, that's pretty good.
We charge by 2 days because people tend to they stick around longer than they mean, and when you clean in time to prepare it for the next. So
Alright. So, how long do you think we're staying for?
I'm going to give you a gold piece. If we need to stay longer, then we'll see about more after the fact. 5 days should Oh, 10 days, I guess it's silver for 2 days.
days.
Yes, 10 days. Yes.
Well, it's per room.
No, I'm buying both
How
rooms.
many rooms?
I'm getting both
2
rooms.
rooms?
Yes. She nods and just goes, oh, yeah, just the 2 rooms. Right, well then. We don't really provide food or such, but if you want to join us for breakfast, you're more than welcome to. I might ask you to do a bit of shopping if you're going to do solo. Yeah, it's a lot of mouths to feed.
Oh, sure.
Definitely help with that.
Marvelous. We do have barrels of mead. It's not great stuff. It's a little watered down, but we don't charge for it, so help yourselves.
Thank you so much. If we were looking for a good place to stay, and this looks like to be it.
Oh, well, you know, after the kids moved out, we got the space, so figured a little bit of extra coin.
We do have a individual who's going to be meeting with us. Is your home locally known, or is it easy to find?
Locally known? Yeah, the folks around here know us.
So if they were to ask go to Tabitha's home, is that an appropriate title?
I suppose it depends who you're asking, but yeah. Tabitha's home would find this.
All right, that's what we'll do.
You might have better luck with the OPS place though.
OPUS?
OPS.
Pierce.
Tobias.
Pierce.
Yes.
Oh, Pierce place. Okay. Thank you so much.
No,
OPS.
Tabitha OPS.
Yes.
And she actually, after finishing wiping one of her hands, just sort of reaches out to shake people. Will even offer a tiny, pinky finger to you, and
Then we'll shake.
Reaches out to shake people, grabs them by the shoulder, and just starts shaking.
This is dwarf greeting!
Maltori actually digs around in his coin purse and actually fishes out 2 gold pieces and just goes, just in case we're longer, and if we're not, then, well, a little bit extra. Oh, well, thank you kindly, sir. And she gives him a little bit of a look for looking at the rest of you and just goes, no, you mind. I'll sort out some extra bedding and so on for you. There's only a couple of beds in each room, but we'll get enough blankets and such that if you want to make extra, you know.
Thank you, kind.
very much.
I go start putting our stuff down, then.
If I'm not around, you just yell at Sean to do what you need. He'll protest a bit, but he'll get it done.
All right.
See one of the gentlemen outside.
Yeah, my husband, the grizzled grey one.
I get you. That was the one we were talking to.
Yep.
They seem to be doing very fine woodwork.
Oh, they do fine enough. Woodwork's never the best thing to do, but it gets things done, right? If you need anything done, well, where the folks to go to? Well,
He did ask about if we wanted to make anything or custom pieces.
yeah, don't ask him to make anything small, though. He'll get very grouchy about that.
I like opulently large things.
Oh, don't we all, dear? Right, I'm going to get back to my dishes. Make yourselves at home. Yeah. She just smiles and just seems very comfortable leaving you to roll in here. Is there a private room we can take? A private room? I mean, there's the bedrooms. That's about it. Although, if you want a private space to talk and such, go out into the yard. Just head away from Sean and such. You'll be left alone. Be careful though. Don't mess about with any tools or such. Right. Yes. Okay.
Alrighty.
And she'll head back into her kitchen.
That is a kind lady.
I'm going to go check out the rooms.
Yeah, we may as well, I guess.
Just drop off.
Are they ground floor?
They are.
Yay!
Yeah.
I can sleep in a bed.
Well, adjacent to a bed.
Yeah, that too.
It
Don't you
was.
just sleep standing up?
What's that?
Horses sleep laying down.
But they
Yeah.
can sleep standing up.
They can.
They can.
So can people.
You will notice there is a set of stairs. There's just like a very simple like little rope draped across from the wall to the banister.
This is their area.
Yeah, so it looks like the upstairs is their living area. And it's just a very very polite. Like you could easily get past that rope or try and move it, but. But yeah, you're able to head through into a little hallway that leads down to. There's doors leading to a couple of rooms. Appears to be a door that like leads outside into the yard.
This is a nice, quaint little place. I'm glad we found it. Hopefully
We're
it
gonna
doesn't
get
bring too much
murdered
trouble to
here.
them.
I am going to guess they had quite a family, judging by the.
It's a big place, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the half dwarf in quite an age.
Was that what that was?
Yes.
What, that? Rude.
What?
Dwarves aren't like to mingle outside their species, even if they do leave their holds. It's a little unusual. Very traditional folk.
Don't see what was so rude about that.
I mean, at least they didn't freak out when they saw Noah.
Yes, seems very, very, very accepting of us in general.
Yes.
Which is hopefully for the best.
Right, drop off whatever you want into the rooms, children. I guess now we make a game plan.
Nim just stares at the room.
What's wrong with the room? Yeah,
Everything that I own is in my ring, so
oh.
I don't really.
Do you want to claim a bedstand as your domain?
I'm not worried about it.
Right.
You think our next step I should my armor pack on.
What the hell is this?
Caution.
He seems to ignore you because he's just become distracted. Like there's a door inside one of these rooms. He opens it up. It leads into the other room. The hell?
Oh, that's nice. So
What
we
the
can
hell?
just have a
Why?
room, so why don't we just open that up?
I mean, sure, it's convenient, but why?
Why not?
Bigger room.
Well, it's not a bigger room. It's just a doorway.
If I mean maybe I'm guessing these are probably children's rooms, and they could go between without having to go out. and
Running around in the hallway and making a big
Yeah.
canoe. That
Mm,
does
I
make sense,
suppose.
right?
I
Or they could
guess.
slam their own door in between.
Seems like a recipe for trouble to me. Well,
Can we have doors like this?
where? Back in the mansion?
Well, yeah.
I suppose if you want to
I
knock
want- I
holes
want-
into the walls and intrude in each
I
other's
want-
spaces
I want a door into Yalia's room.
from your room?
Yes.
That won't
You're a
work.
wizard.
Don't
But
you
we
want
also-
you want portals?
We do need
Is it
a-
wrong?
We do need a door into that secret room that the window goes towards.
Well, that's the point. The secret
first.
room, then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not very easy to climb through that window every time.
That's real funny, though.
It is kind of, yes.
Right, okay,
One secret room.
decent beds.
I'm assuming that we are going to try and get the churches on our side first.
That seems like a good way to go.
Should we wait till Alan Way is here before we
What?
before we go out and introduce ourselves?
Listen, Olinway can back us up, but she's mostly here for His Royal Highness. We've got our inroads with the churches. We've got the letter from the brother and such, right? We've got our identification of being so goddamn special to Bahamut.
That's true.
We might as well get our protections up while we are here, so
The
can have
sooner
a
we are
fun
under
time.
protections of a church, yeah.
I mean, it is a thing of like, the moment we do that, it will probably putting a spotlight on us. But do we want to risk not having that protection and the spotlight finding us anyway? Right?
Better safe than sorry. And we are not that bad in the spotlight.
And besides, we're not going to be, even if things do become a ruckus, we're not going to be executed within 3 days. Olimway's got time to arrive.
Is there anything that needs to be done at the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, yeah,
Beyond
you
my-
need to get registered, but it's
Right,
settled in a bit
beyond
first.
what I need to do, if there's anything that
No,
you
we're
want
not.
me
We're
to
not
do.
touching that until we actually have Olimway. I think churches is good.
Some-
Churches are not hostile.
Since we also know Haya is watching us, is there a Haya in church? I did not.
I mean, she likely at least has a representative altar somewhere, but I don't know if there's a church here.
Probably should also.
I know your goddess is a big deal back home, but over here,
Yes, I've not seen many signs of Haya on this continent. So
most places you see her are places of all worship.
Yeah. If we can find some, though, that's another church with, if Saeed does his, trick that he did against, our, friend.
Indeed.
Thinking of friend, you are going to hand out the bells?
Yes. Okay. Right. So, as far as I can tell, there shouldn't be any issues carrying these. They're resilient. They're not going to make a noise unless they're hungry. No clapper is in them.
We can touch them?
Yes, you can touch them just fine. As far as I can tell, there's no maladaptive, corruptive curse or anything. Though curses, of course, are by their very nature hard to detect.
Deception.
Yes, but they seem harmless. I think that's the point. They're once you've spent some time with them, they should grant you boons, which I think is the danger.
How much
Addictive.
time
Addictive.
did you glean that?
Well, he shakes his head a bit. Time with them, and they'll return to you quicker if you feed them immediately, but they'll tune over time no matter what.
Are they strong magical presence if someone was to try to detect it?
No, actually, it's quite. I mean, yeah, he's just going to pull out the box and just like hold up one of the bells and just go. Any of you that can cast detection or such, you see these barely show up more than I don't know, somebody's shift weave or such.
What?
They do a good job.
We're the best.
Nim's going to reach into her bag and start taking out a series of bells that she has on a little bit of rope. And
Where the
all
fuck did you
the
get
people
those?
That
Why do you have
I
bells?
got some. I wanted to be able to disguise it when I wear my bell.
Huh. I see. You've got an assortment of different styles, so they won't stand out by being different.
Yes.
Smart. Okay. All right. Who's taking what, children?
I feel like whatever one you choose kind of says a little bit too much about you, so I will wait to see what others take.
Greed.
I'll-
She has greed.
I'm.
That was not very nice. She puts her hand out for the greed one.
Alright, he'll hand you a greed.
I can handle gluttony and envy.
Really? Gluttony?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna go challenge people to drinking contests.
Oh,
It would probably
wonderful.
be easier for her. She would just need a single grade.
Amazing. He will put the bells down in front of you, Nim, which they seem large right now.
Yep, I'll go approach the envy one and grab that one first.
Alright, you place your hands on it, and do you have intent to hold it?
Yes.
Right. It's not fast, but it does start to slowly reduce in size.
And I'll see if I can tie it onto my little thing I'm putting on my belt, and then
Yeah.
you try to do the same thing with the gluttony.
Right, you can do that just fine. Maltori actually goes, I feel confident in carrying pride if nobody wants to.
I will handle Raph.
Mm.
That honestly sounds like another Iala one.
I'd rather pride.
If someone is giving me 2 artifacts, I'll take it. But
That beats the green one already.
Amazing.
quiet.
I would hand anybody.
I'm sorry. Noah.
Right,
I will
Rolf.
hand you the glutton one if you want it, Talia. I just feel like I think I have an idea what to do with it.
Hello?
No, you can. take
Hi.
it.
Sorry about that.
Right. Taryc can get handed Roth. Maltori just hold up pride and just looks at you and goes, if you want to carry it, I won't stop you.
I would carry pride.
You want pride? Okay. Alright. He'll hand pride off to you. Now the tricky one. He's going to hold up sloth.
But we're going to just give that to an individual, just say, here, drink and eat and do nothing.
I don't think we have somebody we trust yet, and we're not in a safe position.
Awara actually frowns and just holds out her hand.
You're just going to hang around Arwa? And just not
Sit
do
while you
anything?
guys do all the work. It sounds like a dream, right?
Yes.
I will have to come here and feed you grapes.
Oh, while I lounge and you clamber over me.
Yes.
she,
Yeah,
she-
you're definitely sloth.
I have a big bag of truffles I can.
oh, see. Yeah, perfect. And she'll take the sloth bell. Okay, lust. We got lust. And he's just looking at you, Noah.
I'm the only one.
You-
I didn't
Take
choose
it,
it.
Noah. We've already discussed this.
I didn't choose it. It was just thrust upon me.
You have a little succubus familiar.
It
I
was
mean, if
thrust upon
You
me.
want me to carry 3? I guess I'll do
You
it.
don't want me to follow that up, Noah. Just take it.
You're treading in a very
I'm-
interesting territory now.
I'm taking it. It's just
Oh,
I
you're
didn't choose
taking
it.
it.
I was gonna
I'm
take it in
taking
their
it,
hole.
and it
Nim.
that's not.
Mavis.
What? They're gonna put it in their hole.
Oh, I thought you meant taking
right.
it whole. I
Oh my
okay, that's
God.
even worse.
You guys are making this a lot worse.
Take it before they get it go any worse. Says that.
Taking it. I'm taking
All right,
it.
you take the bell.
Stop saying it, Noah.
All right. He nods and closes the now empty box. All right. Well,
So we all are aware of what it means when it starts to make noise, though.
yes, that we must engage in whatever wanton acts will feed it.
And if it gets very insistent, it's getting critical.
Yes, but let's try not to reach that point. If we just would be a little naughty day to day, just a bit.
I wish there was like some way you could tell that it was like full but not too full or getting close.
Oh, it's lucky. They got the easy one.
Thanks.
Nim looks just plaintively pining. Me.
Good job.
Sorry, I'm embracing my emotions. My bell needs it.
That's good, Jemma Nim Mavis. That's going to. You're already filling it up. Keep up the good work.
To double check, did Maltori or Malaka end up with
Melaka
I
did.
got pride.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm writing my list, so I want to make sure I get the right one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maltori looks over at you, Cassian, and just goes, "We got away with it."
We don't want either of you touching these and holding on to them. You are our fail-safes, remember?
I could handle any hellish powers. I could be the bearer of all bells and wreak havoc and great deeds.
Do you want to?
No.
I don't know if the discussion of you having a type and lust being a good combination.
Now who needs
It's
the
awful
dog?
children. Okay.
It would make it worse, probably.
Okay. Right. Bells distributed. Pay attention to them. For the love of gods, don't let anybody get their hands on them.
Now that we have these demonic artifacts from the little abyss, let us go to church.
What
Pray
a
our sins away.
what a pattern of offense we've chosen to follow.
We
Okay.
should really go to a Meridian Chapel. They are the right idea of things.
Why my Eerie? What my Eerie going to do for us?
Just playing into the pride of myself.
No, we're going to go to a Bahamut temple so that we can hand over a letter from somebody that they know is an actual priest.
That is the best bet.
Right.
Mommy can be flashy.
Nomi can be flashy. Nomi, when we get there, Nomi can become big Nomi. Everyone gets the
Like
mental images of
bubbles.
big Nomi.
Well, yes, you are quite big.
Chest puff. Right, okay. We'll do that, and assuming we don't get accosted and captured, on the way back we'll be nice and grab some groceries. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yes, we should make a big feast.
Big feast.
Thank you for the feast, yes.
Yes.
Noah suddenly looked pensive. Am I actually the safest along with Melaka here? I'm only
the
just
most part.
remembering. I registered with a fake name when we were originally here.
The hell? What name did you register with?
Ahoen,
Bye.
because I thought it would be. It seemed really, weird to give out my name to strangers all of a sudden, and I went with an alias.
But you were introduced to us as Noah. I don't understand.
Yeah,
and-
afterwards. Yeah, but I
But-
registered as because I put my name backwards on the registry.
I'll be frank. What the name you register with really doesn't matter. The mark you carry is what's important.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, is my like wanted poster completely wrong now?
Is it a backwards Noah?
Cohen with
Or were there actual names on it? I don't think there was.
There
actual
weren't
names.
names. They were just your pictures.
Yeah,
in my pic. Okay, well my
but your
picture.
picture's different
Yeah.
because there was an older version
Yes.
Yeah, you've got antennas now, but you still have goat
and
ears.
white hair.
And
Ah,
your
but
face.
I don't think these are colored pictures.
they're not colored.
Yeah, they're not coloured. Well, it's got your face though, which is the helpful part. Right.
I just thought I'd bring that
I-
up. I was wondering.
Do you want to re-register? What?
Okay.
Yeah, listen, I think you're at risk because of just the association. They're going to be, there was a Fae in the group. There's another Fae here. They look slightly different, but
Yeah, I think I'll come back to that later.
yeah.
I should go and register though.
You can do that when we're done. I'm going to use that as the excuse why you're not here next week.
Oh, sure. Okay, fair enough.
Also, we should stay safe together right now. just in
Yes,
case.
it's
We're still
definitely.
If
early.
something were to happen, I can do what I am hired to do.
Yeah, you are a bodyguard, so going off to do your own thing is
Guard that body.
Which one? Oh, I can guard you all.
That's what we hired you for, so yes. And let us
Good.
get to the Bahama Church.
I can guard you all. Let's do this.
Right. Right. You all sort of start to head on out, which you'll see Tabitha on your way out, and she goes, "Oh, you heading out, folks?"
Yes.
Yes.
Is there a Bahamut temple nearby?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's actually a few. What are you looking for? Just somewhere to pray? Because there's a few Bahamut, chapels and such throughout the city. But if you're looking for the main temple, it's a little distance away.
Oh, we're looking for the main temple.
Oh, yeah, well then, if you headed towards city centre, it's kind of hard to miss. It's got a, the roof is carved like in the styling of dragon wings. It's got a, the spire is styled like a dragon's head. It's kind of, it's a gaudy stone building, but yeah.
It sounds lovely.
Well, it's about, I don't know, 30 minutes walk.
Forever.
They're like
On
3
the way
hours
back,
from them.
You mentioned groceries. Is there anything particular you would like us to pick up?
I didn't mean you had to do it, but I mean, if you're looking to, whatever you all fancy to eat, stews go a long way, so if you want to get some decent root veggies and so on,
We can do that.
All right.
whatever you folks fancy, I'll see about putting my hand to it.
But get some bread too. Bread is always good.
Bread is always good. Baker's 3 streets over that way, very good.
All right, thank you.
She nods and lets you all depart. And yeah, you guys start heading back into the city.
Not since I don't have Arwa to ride, because she's probably laying in bed.
Mm-hmm. She has slumped. Give you,
this
when
is
you go,
the
she goes, "Oh, would you mind getting me some decent liquor?"
Yes, I'll get you some very nice. Do you want wine, sweetie?
Oh,
you want,
yes,
bourbon or something harder.
No, some red wine.
Okay, I'll get you some red
Thank
wine.
you,
We're
darling.
very good with our truffles.
Oh,
Okay?
yes. You are able to depart sans Arwa.
Is the common consensus about people flying within the city?
It's a weird sight. It's probably going to draw attention.
Okay, I'm just wondering if ever I need to take this here.
I mean, I'm sure those with wings do it on occasion, but it's going to make people look up.
But I'd rather not give up my morning flights.
Why don't you, if you're going to do your morning flights, maybe head, he points outwards.
All right.
Over the farms.
Mm-hmm. Maybe try to move for the tree line or something.
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get shot down or anything.
I don't think they'll do that. The hunter might. Actually, don't go over the trees, perhaps. No, the hunters aren't stupid. They're not going to shoot. I don't know.
Nim is going to mount up on Nami and give him a good pat on the neck.
No,
Alright,
Nami will happily flap
go
about with you.
Yay!
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you guys start heading through the city, which, Morden felt like a big place. Really stonework buildings, paved floor, floors? Floors isn't what you call outside. Streets, thank you, that's the word. But this outskirts feels like Morden. But as you have put armor on, yep, that's fine. But as you head deeper into the city itself, it starts to make Morden feel quaint. You even get buildings going up to 3 or 4 stories here, which is wild. Big buildings, very haphazard construction. Like, these aren't structured streets. There's no like straight away towards a place. It's all like curving around, branching off from each other. It's chaotic. This is not a planned city layout.
Good lord, how are we going to find our way back?
It's not that bad. Me and
It's
Taryc
not
are here
even
for like
here.
6 months. What's with Taryc?
Well, you spent that long here. You find any good places?
honestly, I was in the Brownie district for most of it, and it was kind of cloistered.
Mm.
But, me and Taryc came here off the
boat.
boat, and they had a long time before they could find a group for either of us.
Don't suppose you got any contacts that are friendly and won't turn you in?
I don't think they remember my name.
Ah.
I spent most of my time out in the area of the farms and the woods more than in town.
Oh dear. Okay.
They weren't very popular people, sorry.
I just passed through upon arriving.
Oh, might as well check. Noah's going to pull out their compass, the facility compass.
Mm-hmm. It is pointing eastward.
Nearby, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, to the east. I don't know if that's within the city or how far it is. Noah looks around the compass to see if it gives.
If you try to move it to like triangulate, it doesn't even seem to budge.
It's probably far out.
Okay, it looks just something east from here. Noah pockets it back.
I mean, technically where we came from was east, so.
Oh.
How far does it school from?
I have no clue. I should have asked. Maybe I'll ask tonight. Well, I don't know.
What do you want to ask?
I was going to contact the other spell
Oh, you mean like the one I used to talk to Soren?
yeah, that one. But
Oh.
I'm not sure if I'm able to
Careful, because if
kind
you're
of information.
it can be dangerous if the person's mind is too brave and powerful. They can really wreck you up.
That's
But-
so.
Yes.
I just don't think I can give the proper question to get the right answer.
I mean, any question should do, right? What are you gonna ask? How far do compass go?
Yeah, something like that.
Just
You
ask.
just say what is the range of the compass
Yes.
to find the facility.
Would you ask a question like that?
Wilhelm.
Can I ask Wilhelm? I could ask
Is Balda?
Baldo again.
Can we talk to random people on the other side?
I was actually thinking, did you want me to try to use my spell and see if I can get a hold of that Rick Peel and see if maybe they can help us out at the temple?
Do you think they would?
I mean, does it hurt to ask?
You just said yes.
You just said it might.
Yeah,
It can't hurt me. I am Fula's greatest chosen. I am incapable of fucking this up.
I like the confidence there. Okay.
But I don't know.
Should we also send a message back to Orenway just to tell her that we got the lodging? I suppose we can just do that at night when we send out all the
What?
calls.
After we know we don't need to use our spells
Hide
or
ourselves.
anything.
Yes.
I mean, why don't? If you feel safe doing it, it couldn't hurt to try.
You think so? You think Rick Peel's a good choice?
I don't know. He just sort of puts his hands up.
Or I could try that Demorian angel. What is the name?
You're asking the person who does not want guidance from the gods about guidance from the gods.
This isn't guidance. This is us spending them to our will.
This is in fact asking them to come do us a solid because they owe us.
Yes. I mean, surely, even if they're not able to say stuff right, they can make an appearance.
Yeah. So what do you think? Everybody who was there, what do you think? Rick Beale, Iala's friend, or the Amorian angel? Which one do you think is best?
I think Rick Beale would probably be.
I mean, Rick Bill He just like puts his hands out to like short.
He's kind of little, but he's adorable.
Yeah, but we want something that's all like, big splendor, behold, right? Is that
Yes,
rude?
That
It's Rickville kind
Jim
of
fellow might actually have.
Jim was
Jim's
kind of boring
retired.
looking.
He might
Jim's
have better
retired.
information because he did kind of.
He looked like a
get,
deadbeat.
Yeah, but
Jim,
he
he's
might
retired.
have looked like a deadbeat, but he did get Mr. Sticky Fingers off our back.
Kind of looks like he works at the pottery barn.
He's retired, so I don't think we should bother him.
I mean, we could ask. How many people can we ask?
I can do 2 probably before I start
is-
having a problem.
Do we want to choose 2 and see who's willing?
Sir, let's see. But who do we want to start with? Because once we get one, I'm not.
I want the
doing
Amorian Angel. I want something impressive.
All right,
okay,
fine.
fine.
What was
We
what was her name?
didn't we see Bahamut?
I don't know if we could just ask the god. That might be pushing it. Wait, could we ask them to send a herald?
We could ask Bahamut for a herald. How about that?
That's
no,
a-
they'll send us a bunch of pseudo dragons, maybe.
Oh god, yes they would. Oh,
We've
but
done
if it's
that twice
wait,
already.
no, all of their stories have platinum pseudo dragons. What if they did that?
Oh yeah, that would work. Okay, so how about Noah? The
Actually, there is a you all get a red like isosceles triangle in your heads.
No.
What?
Nomi hisses.
Dom?
He is the herald, is he not?
Awkward.
I mean, he
Oh wow.
kind of is.
Nami
And
is
he just
kind of-
asked for a herald, and he's standing right there.
Well, Nomi's not a herald. Nomi's Nomi isn't like saying anything further. But Nim, you're on him because his head like visibly lower.
Nami is, in fact, a very sacred person who is tasked with traveling with us, but I don't know if he is an angel. Maybe he is an angel.
But he is granted
He
the
is-
power of Bahamut to get rather large, yes? That's not a
Yes.
normal pseudo dragon scene.
No, it is not.
Um,
But
Nim, you're just gonna get the mental impression, and actually, can you go ahead and give me an insight roll as he's trying to communicate complex thoughts for a pseudo dragon?
okay. I will point out, since he is my familiar, we have actually telepathy.
That is true. You know what? We're gonna give him a roll to see how well he can communicate.
Well, my leader.
Can
I
you
have gone many days to tell you.
can you give me a persuasion roll from Nomi, please?
Alright, do you want the Dragonelle sheet, or do you want the Nami sheet?
I will let you use whatever's better.
Okay, Nami, let's take a good solid look at your stats here, buddy. Well, 10 it is, got it.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. You're having trouble getting the gist of like why or what.
Can
Oh.
I add omen to that?
Omen. I don't know if you know he's communicating with him.
Oh, it's Nami.
Telepathy.
Okay.
Yeah. You're getting the impression that he's trying to communicate. Don't need them. I'm good enough. And this isn't an indication of like he would be enough proof for the church or such. Just you feel a sense of resentment towards other pseudo dragons in this moment. Like there's some personal
You know-
baggage here.
We don't need Bahamut to send us anybody else, because they already gave us Nomi. Why don't we look at somebody else to help sway the churches? If we get them to witness a different angel along with Nomi, and along with Saeed, that would add credence to our says. Yes? So, what do you think, Nomi? How about we try this Rick deal? They seem to be a go-between for everybody.
Nami just bobs his head.
I don't want any other pseudo dragons. I might give
Rick,
him a pat.
Rick Beale and the Amorian or something.
Yes. No. Do you want to try to get the Imorian, and I'll try to.
Do we know
get
its
the
name?
Beale, or do you want- yes, it's Luther. Remember,
Luther.
you have their.
Oh, you
have
want
the helmet?
Luther?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one that visited you.
Oh, I could try for that one if you want, but I doubt they would. They said they can only visit when people die.
I'm
I
so
mean-
sorry, Cassian.
Try it.
I'm going
Uh,
to tell you while this discussion's going on.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
using my spell slot.
Okay.
Also, Luther's like one of the
Hey.
only ones we have a name for. So
This
what do
is
you
also
think?
true. Okay, so Luther and Rick Beale, yes?
Yes.
Right.
Which one do you want to try, Noah? I'll try the other.
I'm going over my spell list and I'm finding out that I do not have the same kind of spell. I have divination, which allows me to contact other gods, but not like in the way that
You can still
contact
ask.
planet.
Oh, you
questions,
don't
though.
have the contact other
Yeah,
plane like I do.
I
Well,
got
which is why
confused.
I was asking if you're prepared to take the psychic damage, because it's 66 psychic damage if you fail the roll. It's valid.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I thought I had something, but it's in a different way to contact them.
All right.
No.
Well, I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'll start with Luther, and then I'll try to reveal. Okay, Papa.
Sounds good to me.
All right. I feel like the Rick Beale guy really was out there to help us.
Oh,
I don't know
we
this-
start with Rick Beale then if you want. What have you got, two angels?
No. Well, we'll just try. Okay. So I'm casting an actual spell slot because I'm actually casting it instead of using my ability. This takes me about a minute, so while we're walking, I'll just beep, 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 beep. Then I have to make an intelligence saving throw. For
Okay. You
Make
cast it. You casting this as you guys are walking is going to draw some attention because you are doing like incantations, literal arcana, as you're walking through the streets, which causes most people to just give you a wide berth. Honestly.
Can I get into a pocket before I start? Or
Sure.
not? I'll go into
Okay.
somebody's pocket.
All right. Let's suspicion
I'll
then.
get Maltori's pocket.
Just if
Yeah.
people hear this weird arcane muttering coming from this man's robes.
It's
creep.
a little tricksy sized
Yeah.
muttering. It's fine. Just talk. Everybody else just talk loud. I'm fine.
It is a ritual spell. You can just take the extra 10 minutes.
No, I'm not going to. It's not going to take us 10 minutes to walk.
Actually, like, it's a ritual spell where the only components are focal, so it is just you chanting loudly. So, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
I just,
you-
it's just like,
Right, you cast, and you feel a connection.
Hello, great Luther, wonderful angel of Imor. We are about to enter into a good gold Bahamut temple as we are trying to pass on the validity of our stories, of our interactions, and clear our names a bit in town. And it would be really helpful if, I don't know if you are up for it, but a flashy appearance. If you don't have to say anything, but if you could show up at the temple to just kind of add a little credence to what we're saying, would that be something that you would be willing to do?
Nim?
Yeah.
You hear a reply of, maybe.
Is there something I need to do to convince you that it would be good, or
No.
wait. Is there something that prevents you from doing this?
Yes.
Shit.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
What prevents you from doing it?
Okay. If one word answer would be misleading. Actually, one word answer, you can give one. Location.
If we did it at an Amorian church, you could come.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, that was all my questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so Luther said he'd come, but he can only come if we go to an Amorian church.
That makes sense, actually.
Does that mean the little one could only... What does Rick Beale serve?
I don't know, actually.
Fuck.
Do you want me to try that one now?
Yes. Same set of questions, I guess.
All right, same set of questions. Can you guys talk a little loud, or maybe hum a ditty or something? Because I've got to say every day want to talk to you, every day want to talk to you, every day want to talk
right.
to you.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Can I take out my viol?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be great.
Self viol.
Yeah, Faye playing Fiol, walking through the streets. That's not gonna.
Well, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the pocket and
We're fucking awful at this, children.
I'm casting the spell again. I am going to pass.
You're gonna
'cause I'll
choose. You're gonna
my
use your
one for it.
thing. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Oh.
I'll reroll it first because I might as well.
Okay.
All right, plus my proficiency.
Plus your
bonus, I'm
proficiency.
over.
Nice. Hey,
So I still
Bill.
have my yeah, Bill, help me.
All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
cute little music notes appear around me for a brief moment as
Yeah.
I ward off the psychic damage that Rick Beale was gonna make me have a nosebleed again.
All right. You feel the connection.
Hey, none of us know that feeling.
Yeah. Great Rick Beale. We met at the meeting of the gods, and you are very helpful to us. But I ask a boon if you are capable of doing this. We are going to the Bahamut Temple, and we are hoping to have an angel or somebody show up, other than a Bahamut angel, to add credence to our words and do something kind of flashy by just kind of being there and being super cool. And you seem really super cool, so I was wondering if this is something that you could do.
Oh, yes.
You are not restricted from going to the Bahamut Temple?
No.
How's your day?
Good.
I'm really excited to see you again. Is there a kind of bread you like more than other breads?
There's a pause. Baguette.
The magical the other day. I think they're the first dragon, but they were also Maltori's benefactor / patron at one point. Did you know if they are like roaming around the lands somewhere? Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
I love you, Rick Beale. See you later. And the pocket. Rick Beale's coming. They're going to help.
Oh, good. The biggest angel.
Yeah, they also said that your patron's roaming around.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And their favorite bread is baguette.
A regular
Baguette?
an ancient dragon is wandering around still.
Beyond ancient, really.
Primordial.
One day, I think.
Old as the
Okay.
gods themselves, the legends say.
My throat
You're not
hurts. I
going
deserve water.
to eat them, are you?
What?
I don't know,
It's
they-
about the
did
Perwat
you-
canteen.
There was the story of you and the White Dragon, so I was a bit confused and concerned.
Is that? I don't know if that's been discussed with you.
Has it not?
Has it?
If it hasn't, I'm just kind of going with the flow that she's given.
That's up to you right now, Iala, because you know.
Okay.
Mark-
If not, then I retract
Yeah,
my statement.
yeah. Because Marcus is only working off the thing of like people tell him stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think she would have brought it up herself, but
Yeah.
if someone else mentioned it, then
It doesn't feel like the thing that would
Probably
really
said
come up.
Yeah, if it
Yeah.
wouldn't have come up, it wouldn't have come
Like
up.
that's one of those weird things that you just kind of don't mention, right?
Yeah,
It's like we
I
don't mention the
dragon.
fact that Taryc ate Eric Okra while
Yeah.
at the bar.
We don't talk about those things.
Yeah.
Just find those out.
You find those out when somebody makes a hurtful comment to somebody else.
Yeah, fair enough.
Everybody's like, what?
Right, so yeah, I get that all done. I could cast it again if there was somebody else we wanted to talk to, but
I think that's fine. Baguette. I mean, you might be able to get baguettes here. They're very heavily influenced by Lauridian culture, and you know the Nantes kingdoms. They fucking love their baguettes. So
if we see a baguette, maybe we pick him up one. I don't know.
Do we do that before we go to the church?
I mean, that would probably be nice.
I guess if we pass a bakery.
Yeah, if we pass a bakery, we'll see if they have bakery.
All right, everybody, perception checks to spot a bakery that's selling baguettes.
Noah's gonna do it.
Oh, wow, thanks.
No, you have a huge perception check.
Yeah, but now that you said that, I'm going to fail it.
Taryc's got it. Taryc's got it. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
see that?
I put the pressure on you.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
I mean,
Taryc is kind of food driven, so.
You rolled a 2. Did you get guidance on yourself again?
I didn't turn it off,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah, you
Oh,
and
wait,
I
I
rolled the
have-
same, but you rolled a 2.
Right. I have advantage because of the shield that I have.
Oh.
Let me roll that again.
Oh,
Right, well, DC 25.
Oh, wow, you
Taryc.
rolled a 4.
Taryc gets it.
I'm going. I guess I don't need.
You want to use your fancy reroll on finding a baguette?
Baguette perception? Nah, I don't think I will.
Right. Taryc, you're actually. What was that?
I thought I was. Go ahead. Sorry.
Taryc, you'll spot a nice little bakery that is called La Massidier. That seems to be selling nice breads, and you see these I don't know if Taryc knows what baguette is. You see unusual bread.
Are those
Taryc
baguettes?
loves food.
Yeah, but Taryc
I
loves
don't
food
know
and is
baguettes.
from Thule.
Are those baguettes? Points over to the.
Oh, fuck, they are.
Oh, wow,
Let's get
good
some
job.
fresh baguettes.
They look fresh too.
Well, okay, well, shit. Let's get some goods.
Alright, we get some baguettes.
Right, Maltori is just gonna head on in. He's going to buy a few baguettes, and he comes out with a couple of boxes as well. And he's like, "Okay, most of these are going in a bag until we get back to our lodgings, but we have our offering to an angel. Yes,
Yay!
I'm just now imagining.
Stay's gotten
That means
weird
someone
already.
hold up baguette.
I'm really sad we couldn't have gotten some bread for the Amorian angel, but we couldn't come.
Oh, wait." He suddenly he's putting most of the food into his bag of holding, but then he's going to hold the baguette and he's going to sort of like put it close to his chest and goes, "May I do the summoning when we arrive?"
Yes.
Oh, marvelous!
Yeah, Cassian is sitting there sniffing the air. Do I smell cinnamon?
Oh no, my sense of smells aren't that good anymore.
Angels like pigeons?
What?
I was just
Don't say
wondering.
sacrilege.
We have to throw out bread to attract angels?
Well, this one in particular, it seems.
Are you gonna tell the angel that I can't have bread?
Very strange mental image.
You guys continue walking, and soon enough, the buildings here are big, and you move into a central square where, there is that frankly gaudy Bahamut temple. It's a little more subdued than the suggestion of Dragon Wing roof would be. It is very much just like a faint impression in the way the tilings are done, the way the lipping is laid out. The spire isn't just a actual dragon head. It's just got faint scaling pattern on it and the sort of faint motif of teeth at the top. But it's still kind of gaudy. There is a lot.
It's meant to invoke the image of.
Yeah, it's suggestive of the dragon. But it's fucking massive. It is a bigger than Sistine Chapel style building. There are multiple doors. You see just priests coming out holding vellum bindings and so on, clearly scholarly stuff. People around the area. There's even stalls and hawkers set up nearby.
How much bigger is this than the one in?
More than
About 4 or 5 times the size.
Then Imogen's ears go back and her tail kind of gets a dull pale color, and she goes, "I've changed my mind. Let's just go adventuring and not do capital stuff anymore. I'm done."
Scale bothering you, dear?
Don't like it.
Big building can't hurt you. Don't worry.
Big
That's a
without
full-
wings
Think
and head.
think about it. Once we're inside, it's so big. It's like being outside inside.
I've had nightmares like that.
Oh. Well, tough. We're about to put on a show. Who's got the brother's letter?
It was. I think it was. Wasn't
Not
it
me. Nobody gives me letters.
Let's see. My brother went up to get to the bathroom, so he'll be right back.
While we're waiting, are there any other temples in the area?
In the immediate vicinity, no, but you can like clearly see like streets over the towering things of other temples. Yes, this does appear to be a sort of minor temple district as such.
I'm fairly certain I don't have it because no one ever hands me letters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, all right. Right. Let's get that ready. I guess should we ask the. Actually, how are we doing this? Let's ask a priest to talk to. You calling over to like a group of students or what?
Yeah, a group of priests
Yeah.
with books and stuff.
Right,
Hello?
there's a trio that we're just walking along there. A pause and there's a look of confusion before like one points at himself.
Yes, you. That's fine.
Yeah. Yes. Hello.
Blessing of the Phantom, brother, upon you. I have a question.
Blessing of the Plan and Father on you as well.
Where is the head of the church?
Like
Who is the
this
high
one?
priest? Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you meant like the blessed one himself, which that's not here. But
No, he's a very nice man. But no, where's the head of the
What?
priestess? Listen, I'll talk to you later about this. Where is the head of the priestess?
I think the Archbishop should be in his office right now.
Oh, that's wonderful. We'll go say hi. Thank you.
You can't just go say hi.
I think you'll see us.
Okay. He makes a sort of like very vague like blessing gesture before hurrying away with his mates because he doesn't want to be involved in this, whatever this is.
Okay, Archbishop is who we're talking to. Okay, and they have an office, so they're that way somewhere. Do we want to rattle the church walls with some thaumaturgy and get it going that way? Or how big and loud do you want to be, Papa?
Let's get inside first. Ask for the Archbishop's attendance. We'll use this letter. Then, if he doesn't deign to give us a private meeting...
Thaumaturgy.
Yes. Right. He's going to march on in with you all.
How many of us can cast that?
I can do it without any components because of Papa's
So can
teachings.
So can I.
As you all enter, there isn't quite like the crazed swarm that there was back in the Modern Temple, but there are pseudo dragons in here, like perched up in the rafters, which like the rafters are actually outfitted beautifully with like dedicated boxes and stuff like that.
Probably cleaned.
They're very clean. And you can see like there are ladders and rungs that are like built into the temple itself to reach them. But you enter in and there are just this is that you enter into an antechamber, which is like massive itself before you even get into the main chamber. And you'll see, like, sitting on benches are a few, again, young priests in training. I swear there's a word for that, but I don't remember what it is. Acolyte, thank you. A few young acolytes that look like they're reading scripture. Some have, like, just unwrapped lunches that they're eating. Looks like you've caught them out in a sort of, like, out of lessons moment.
Wait, why are the shoe attractors? How do you steal their lunch?
Yeah, they're
well
not.
behaved here.
Yeah, they're very well behaved here. And they all look, like, looking up, they all look not fat, but healthy.
So strange.
Yeah.
Yours actually doesn't do it either.
But give me perception checks. You're looking for, like, highest rank you can find, right?
Yeah. I get advantage on Bahamut Temple shit.
Yep. Now,
Do I get advantage on this?
you'll get advantage here.
Okay, my 20's the best I can do.
Okay. Taryc, Iala, and Melaka. You'll see a few likely candidates. Basically brothers that appear to be of around the same standing. A couple of them are, like, just talking to groups of acolytes. Doesn't seem to be any Noah as well. Doesn't seem to be any lectures or anything. Just, like, just soft, friendly discussion. But you'll spot one that right now is just, what is he doing? There's one right now that is just refilling what looks like to be, hanging braziers that have incense in them. They're not lit, but he appears to be tending to them. Looks like he's basically not in conversation with anybody. He is free.
That was could be a potential candidate. They are just doing busy work.
Iala steps forward.
Excuse me.
Hello. It's very brown. It's got brown hair that is, like, it's cut short. Doesn't appear to be any sort of religious significance. He likes to keep it short, tidy. Wearing robes befitting his station. They're a little dirty right now, just because he's actually been doing manual work. He's got a little bit of a crooked nose. Appears to be in his, like, late 20s. He actually sort of, like, just steps down from the little stall that he was using, and smiles at you pleasantly and goes, blessed sister, how may I help you?
We are looking for the...
What was it, Bishop?
Archbishop.
The Archbishop.
We are looking for the Bishop to speak with.
Oh, is he expecting you?
I don't believe so, but we have a letter to give him.
Directly.
Well, I cannot take you directly to him, of course. If you want me to deliver the letter upon him, or if it is a writ of meeting, I can check it and take you to him then.
She looks over to Noah. Is it a writ of meeting, or was it a...
Did you check it? It is wax sealed.
No, I guess not.
We do have a. If you can deliver it to him quickly, it would be most helpful. Noah takes out the letter.
I do not think he is busy right now, so I can certainly take it to him.
We have a holy artifact in our possession that the Archbishop is going to want to see.
The brother looks at you and just sort of, like, nods his head a bit, and then I shall move with all haste then. Please, if you wish to wander the temple or take a seat, I'll be right back with you. Mm-hmm. And he'll take the letter, and he moves at a fast pace, but he doesn't run anything. He's just a quick walk. And Maltori goes, "Blast! I was hoping we'd meet more resistance."
You wanted to.
Rather pleasant here.
You wanted
Probably
to do an
could.
entire fireworks show, didn't you?
I still
Yes.
want
Well, maybe we'll still get
to.
to.
Why can't we? Yes.
Yes. All right. What do you guys want to do while you're waiting?
Angel of here. And then it's pacing.
Is there a Tiamat shrine around?
Not in here, no.
Then she's just gonna find a place to just sit, like a low wall or a nook. down
If
and
you
wait.
want something of religious significance to you, there isn't a time at shrine, but there is a painting that looks like the Platinum Dragon and Morgani overlooking Tiamat.
She's gonna spend her time over there, just looking at it and maybe just doing a few prayers under her breath.
Okay.
Nim is pacing and her tail is flashing worry colors.
Noah's going to start aimlessly walking around, and I'm starting to get the horrible temptation for Noah to start inventing selfies in new places.
Okay, if you,
Well,
you know,
we were taught selfies, so you could
yeah,
just go
you want to
selfie.
take pictures of yourself beside the fancy statues and
tapestry.
paintings and tapestries and
behind
such.
Iala.
I think so.
Okay, like Noah, 2 pictures in, some of the acolytes are coming up to you because your camera flashes. And one of them is this young woman just goes, "Excuse me, sir, ma'am,
Yes. Yes.
what is that?"
Oh, I was taking records of my travel here.
Records? One of the other acolytes, this young woman just goes, "Is that allowed?" The other just goes, "It's not allowed. Is it a magic device?"
Yes.
The best part is there's all these pictures in your hand
Uh-huh.
of you with various stuff behind you.
One of the acolytes is sort of like craning their head to try and look at these things in your hand.
Yeah, Noah just shows them what they are.
Wow, that's amazing.
Right?
It's rendered so what is it? Is it some sort of painting box or? No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a painting. Look, it's dried. And no brush could.
It's close enough.
How does it work?
Well, you see, it takes light and plasters it onto a type of paper, and it prints it out.
Puts light onto paper.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. What is
Also
it?
doesn't feel like paper.
Yes, this is no. This is some sort of illusionary work, isn't it?
Sure. We'll go with that. I'm good at illusion.
Why are you posing like this?
My teacher taught me that.
Oh, you're a wizard's apprentice?
No, I'm actually a, what am I?
They're a fae, obviously. I mean, no offense, with all due respect, of course, but this is clearly fae magic. You know, they're masters of illusionary work.
Yeah, I don't practice wizardry, but I do have, some magical capabilities. Yes.
Part of them just goes, "Are you suggesting this is druidcraft?" Not druidcraft. I mean, Ilan is divine, and yet is still related to nature. This is clearly divine work. You're a priest,
We
yes?
started a theological debate.
Right, Noah, this is what's going to be like accosting you for a bit. A couple of them actually just sort of like go, "Can we can we be part of one of these?"
Certainly. And then I can preach to you about the divine work of gravity.
Not heard of that. Is it a demigod or?
We'll get into that, but For now, everyone.
Don't listen to that heresy. Gravity will only keep you down.
Right, you can get some weird pictures with acolytes like trying to do selfie poses with you. But soon enough, the priest you were talking to returns and looks perplexed that you're not all like standing together, and is just sort of trying to motion around the room for you all.
You search fast to wander.
I expected you to be wandering as a group, though. That is my mistake. No matter.
I stayed here.
Thank the Archbishop would like to see you.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
Uh,
Cassian waves at that. Okay, cool. Puts it away.
No one's standing there with a group of acolytes standing behind them, and Kylena's holding the camera, getting
Oh,
ready to
something-
take a picture of all of them.
I was hoping to make a big scene. But I
now,
guess no
when you
one's
say
doing that.
Kylena's holding the camera, is
Oh, wait,
Kylena not a raven right now?
is maybe I should not have that.
Did you want to?
I wish I had mage hand.
I mean, you could get one of the acolytes to take a picture if you want.
Yeah, it's going to have an.
Or you get one of your friends to do it.
Yeah. But nonetheless.
Who's willing to take a picture?
I'll hold it.
Oh, for the love of God.
Get a
No,
better angle.
No, yeah.
Alright, Melaka will take the picture of you with the acolytes.
There you go.
Are you letting them have any of the pictures?
You gotta take a couple extra and let them have one at least.
Yeah, I'm going to. This big group one, I'm going to give it over.
Alright, there is awed, discussion as you hand over this artifact to them, which you could tell you've made some of these acolytes' day, as you're beckoned away by the priest.
Hundreds of years from now, that's gonna be on somebody's desk as they all remember the day when the magic box
Uh-huh.
drew a bunch of acolytes.
50 years from now, the new archbishop of this place has it on their desk.
Yep.
But yes, you're beckoned away, and this priest will actually lead you. You're in this big antechamber. The main hall is closed off right now. There's no service, so people aren't allowed through. But he is going to lead you in to this massive center hall. This towering ceilings with these opulent paintings on the ceilings. This place could seat hundreds of people on pews in here. The dais and the entire lectern area is beautiful. There are some of the finest statue work and tapestries you've ever seen that are far less gaudy than the exterior of the building, depicting the Platinum Dragon, including this big center statue of the Platinum Dragon that you suspect is in fact made of platinum.
It's a spot where
Wow. That's
they steal a little
inexpensive.
bit every time they
Mhm.
need money.
Nim gives a slight whistle and then squints and goes, "Did somebody write their fucking name up there?"
You actually hear the priest sigh and goes, "Yes, a tradition of some of our lord's child's erstwhile followers, you could say."
Oh, they got way up there.
They did, and we have accordance to leave those things in place. I
They
really.
spelled "was" with a U.
He just sighs as if that is actually the most disappointing part of it. But he leads you in, and you can see up ahead, not up on the dais, but just in the center aisle near it, is this white-robed, silver-haired gentleman, just sort of gazing up at the Platinum Dragon statue as you all approach. And as you do, he turns to face you. And can people just give me perception checks again? We're asking for a lot of perception checks this session.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I rolled under a 20.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Pointing at it. I'm pointing at it repeatedly. It's still lower than Noah, but it's the best that I can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. All right. Those that rolled above a 20 will see most immediately the eyes. The way that there is no white of the eye. It is this sort of mottled with black with silver specks in it, going into the center reddish iris that is slitted. Others of you will see those that rolled higher than 25 will see that the nails are just ever so slightly. They look darker than normal nails, just a little bit, and there's a slight hint of sharpness to them. And the skin isn't scaled or anything, but there's just this ever so slight sheen and certain spots of it. And clearly they've got these white robes that have this sort of platinum filigree running along the shoulders that look like just a small set of dragon wings draped over the shoulders. And as you approach, they just nod to the priest, who then sort of bows to him and steps back to leave you all in here with him. It's a little bit of a walk up to him because of the size of this room, but he just lets you approach, hands clasped behind his back, and then just says as you near him, "Interesting letter."
What did the nice father say?
That you're quite important, good people. Good people. Some caveats, but I think the message was clear, and he just smiles pleasantly.
Good. I hope it put us in a favorable light.
Indeed, heroes. You are important to the Platinum Father.
You could say that, yes.
He nods and just goes, "It is not in me to question one of the faithful, yet I must, you understand. That letter could indeed be scribed by anybody. It mentions proof. Holy books and icons."
Yes. Jim, I believe this is your cue.
Yes, I was gifted by the great Platinum Father
Nim?
himself.
How are you talking to this person? Are you flapping in the air on Nomi? Are you on the ground?
I'm probably landed on the ground with Nomi.
When you start talking to him, he actually goes down on one knee to come down to your level. Well, as close as he can.
Yes. I have been gifted two holy books by the Platinum Father, and he has sent me Nomdarskillen, the finest pseudo-dragon that has ever lived. And I pat Nomi. He is a sacred beast and capable of magical feats. And I will start going through my bags, and I will pull out these two big holy books. Nomi, would you want to?
Nomi is staring up at this person, and it's not often Nomi looks cowed or hesitant. But you can see his eyes just flicking around regarding the room, looking at it, the massive statue at the back, and he just seems nervous. May I take a look? And he'll just pick up one of the books and delicately starts leafing through it. Paper, unlike that is commonly found. Binding is expertly done. Old words. Very old, actually. Inconsistent, he says, looking at one page. I haven't seen a text like this in some time. And I believe, perhaps, I haven't seen a text like this before at all.
I had thought that I had met an angel of the Platinum Father. They had given me this book, and they told me that they had written it itself. But then I know that they are instead the Platinum Father themselves.
Your words could be taken as sacrilegious.
They could. But I believe in them, and I believe in Nomi.
Nomi looks at you.
Nomi is the best thing that has happened in my life in a long time. And he knows it.
Nomi puffs his chest a bit. Then he's going to flare his wings out, and you get that tug permission.
Yes.
Nomi's going to bump into Dragonel form, which just causes the eyebrows of the Archbishop to rise up a bit. As Nomi sort of like postures, and you can tell Nomi's mimicking the pose of that statue.
Mm-hmm. Nim beams with pride at Nomi.
Indeed, that is a blessing.
It was a blessing before he could do that.
Yes. So, a blessed pseudo dragon, an ancient holy text, claimed to be penned by the great platinum dragon.
I have this other holy text as well. It is about Lorn, the goddess of hell. It was given to me by the platinum dragon. They claim kindness towards her.
You know,
It means something to him. And I do not care if that is sacrilege, because it is true.
it is something that wouldn't be mentioned in the current church, but I know of Lorn. I know of these teachings. He's going to gingerly offer the book back to you.
Well, hopefully they just set it down, and then I'll try and get some help finagling it back into a bag of holding. It's easier to get it out of the bag of holding than it is to put it into the bag of holding.
Actually, he'll offer to put it back in for you if that's what you indicate you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. He does that for you, and then it goes the holy symbol.
I will take off my my holy symbol and put it in his hand.
He lifts it up to inspect it closely, and then it's a quaint sight to see someone clearly draconic take out a small pair of like reading glasses, puts them on, and just examines the symbol and goes, "There's no official mark."
It was given to me by the man I believe was the Platinum Father, Bahamut. And it opened up a facility beneath the Bahamut Temple in Morden.
A facility? You mean a building of the ancients?
Buildings of the ancients, and there were 2 Pharmerians in there.
Pharmerians?
Alive.
That is a contrary statement.
Yes, but you can say that they were unalive.
He just chuckles to himself, clearly understanding.
One was a warforged, and one was the great ambassador Wilhelm.
Now, all of this does indicate quite something, but this item, clearly defined, could have been taken, as could these texts. The service of a blessed pseudo dragon. That is good evidence, but easily swayed.
How about the bread?
Oh yes, that's my turn.
Yes.
Alright, Maltori, actually, Cassian, his staff gets like pushed out towards you as if take this. Oh no, it's Cassian gone.
Guess you might be gone.
No, I was muted because someone was outside revving.
Okay.
No, I've taken the staff.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
Maltori revving.
Yeah, Maltori is revving to go. Yeah, he hands off the staff to you, Cassian, and then sort of like hobbles forward a bit. Then, like, he just raises an arm holding the brigade into the air and goes, "With my great powers of wizardry, I call upon the heavens, present us a ambassador to show our divine blessings, proof of our providence." And then there's a moment of silence, and then he just goes, "Rickville, get the fuck down here."
That is actually pretty funny that Rickville's leaving you hanging right now.
A few more moments pass before a little orb of fire appears in the air. starting to grow brightly, flaming, and then it suddenly into, again, that small child. Well, this time they are sporting 6 wings, spread out, their feet just sort of dangling in the air, and Rickfield just goes, "Oh, and behold, these chosen of the Divine, heed their word." The Archbishop raises an eyebrow again.
Like
Cassian's eyebrow goes up.
Well,
Does
we tried to get like Luther to come too, but Luther like said he couldn't come into the Bahamut church.
No, it's not the picture.
This
Of
is
the
an
scene.
Amorian.
There's a flash as well. Rickbill stares at the Archbishop. The Archbishop stares back. Then Rickbill just sort of looks over to you all.
I don't think it works, Rickfield.
Yes, thank you. It was nice to see you, Victor.
Maltori holds the baguette out to Rickbill. Rickbill takes it, smiles brightly, and then vanishes in a flash of flame. Well,
He's gonna glow up.
Oh, you mean the wings?
Yeah.
They're new.
I would
You only
suggest
had 2 last time.
that if you are to use an angel as proof of your divine favor, you don't have the wizard pretend to enact a summoning next time. All right.
I knew that was too much.
But
But-
this also would have been the worst spell for summoning. Could you imagine getting summoned to that?
Quick
He was
question to you.
really excited though to
He
do
was.
so. So
What's the question?
could you say?
When Saeed flies, is it still the hand style?
Yes.
Okay. We do have one other, but it is
He just raises a hand as if like, don't worry. Just goes, there is all manner of skepticism that can be pushed your way. Every doubt cast. But I do not harbor them.
Oh, good.
good to hear.
I do have a picture of Wilhelm if you were still skeptical, but I guess I don't need it.
You could show it.
I would like to see such a thing anyway. However,
No, it takes.
oh, you're doing it now. Okay.
No, it reaches in, but however, stops.
No, show that picture and the picture of the gods. You took a picture of the
Oh.
gods, remember?
Yeah, I did, but it's not really that great.
Please.
It takes it out, it shines in his face.
He actually looks at it and puts the glasses on again, and just holds a hand out as if like, can I hold this?
Sure.
I don't know why, but I imagine every time that picture comes out, it just emits light.
It literally does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally emitting light. Which he looks at it and he's looking at it for a good 20, 30 seconds in silence, and you can just see like a tear coming down his cheek.
Oh. Maybe we should have led with this one, guys.
Well, you've got the better stuff.
This is beautiful.
It's very bright.
Can you see anything? I just see.
I see the
light.
divine.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he'll very gingerly offer this folder back to you as if like holding a great artifact.
Noah takes it, puts it back in their album.
I am the Archbishop of what is quaintly known as the Adventuring God. I am used to weird. You are all very strange. And it seems
Thanks.
exactly like the domain of the Holy Father. What can I do to aid you?
They have an unnecessarily large bounty that's in place on their head, unfortunately. And
We're wanted by the government.
Ah,
we're in the middle of a really important quest.
I had
that-
thought you
that-
looked
that's-
familiar.
That the gods want us to go deal with, but it's really kind of a bit of a problem when someone's got a $5 million bounty on their, a $5 billion gold bounty on their head.
Indeed.
And a rather pernicious ranger tracking their every movement.
We wanted to make a name for ourselves, but not quite such notoriety.
It might be stepping above my station. I should really send word to the Pontifex for this. But if you wish, I can beg audience with His Highness and offer my opinion on your bounty.
We do. All we are asking for is a chance to prove our innocence, and any assistance you can get.
Can you prove your innocence? Lack of proof is not condemnation, however, in such political scenarios.
Damning.
The wanted posters were made before we went to the location we were set up.
You can make certain of this?
We have
We were way out in Galen, just past Morden. We don't know where that is.
we have witness from the adventurer guild in Morden. They had received our vantings when we were
Your word
leaving.
is not enough,
Right.
nor would the word of your adventuring guild need to be. However, if you are able to ascertain who printed these and when.
Also, the priestess of the town that we were serving in, where the crime was claimed to have been committed, the breaking of a seal. The seal was a hidden thing that no one knew about, and there's no way we could have known it was there, and she believes, as we do, that we were set up.
Which sister would this be? One I would know?
Sister Olenway.
Olenway. He sort of looks aside as if trying to think.
She's a very beautiful elf woman. She was done in Galen.
The elf Olenway. Sister?
That's what she calls
Yeah.
herself. Of the All Church. She was running a all faith church for all of the gods in a small town.
I knew an adventurer, Olenway. A little heretic. And he says that with a fond smile.
That sounds like her.
She is planning to meet us here in a few days.
With Elandria
Ah,
and Azimar.
you are trying to throw a lot of divine might behind you. This is smart.
We can get.
Nobles respect the church. They have to.
They feared the people, though.
Yes.
The people listen to the church more.
Smart. In that case, do you wish for me to wait until Olenway arrives so that you may present your full force at once?
I believe so.
I don't
know
know.
if-
I'm worried about mercenaries coming after us already, but that's me. That's a
Do you
lot
know
of
if-
money on our heads.
Do you know if we would be assaulted if we just walked these streets while we waited?
Likely, yes. If you are recognized for your bounty, there are many that would wish to claim such a fortune. But I will offer you, and he just spread his arms, sanctuary. We have many quarters if you wish to dwell here until Olenway arrives.
When did she say she would be here? About 2 days?
Well, she said the funeral's in 3 days. Whether she is ready to depart after that.
Alright.
Yes, 3 or 4 days probably. And how is she traveling?
She said that her and Elandria would arrange passage. If
Does that
she's
mean
planning on
driving her
walking,
cart?
we will send a sending and make sure that one of us is there to get her.
Yes.
Less than a week, perhaps. And the Archbishop just sort of like rolls his shoulders a bit and goes, "We can house you for a week if you so wish. I cannot promise you safety walking the streets, but within these walls none shall take or accost you."
That's probably be a good offer to take. We wouldn't want to trouble Miss Tabitha too much.
And if you have duties to attend to, I can assign to you a couple of my most loyal. Walk the streets with you,
They
the church
have me.
in step. And who are you?
They have. I am Melaka. I am a hired guard for this group.
A hired
Yes, very
guard. I do not offer you guards, I offer you station in your company.
Don't worry, Melaka. You can still walk these streets. We'll be.
Are you
here.
seeking a fight?
I certainly am not.
Not particularly, but if one was to come, I will take it.
I mean, there's a degree of thrill, isn't there? Not having the
It's-
backup, walking the streets, waiting for someone to try and claim what they think is theirs so that you may defend yourself in righteousness.
You are speaking a very close language. Yes.
I'm speaking adventure.
Mm-hmm.
The-
I just have a responsibility to these, and I intend to perform it.
Well, if you so wish the thrill of risk, you need not stay here, but know that if you need somewhere to fall back to, sanctuary is yours.
Appreciative.
Alright if I bring my girlfriend?
Why would it not be? Is she... He looks confused.
She's kind of amazing. I just want to know because she's not here, so she's
The offer of sanctuary is, of course, offered to those in your company.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much, Archbishop, sir.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
I'm very
his
good,
eyes are
but-
lingering on the Raven air quote, by the way. Just looking vaguely
Probably sees
amused.
right through it.
My name is Mavis Jemma Maltori. I am honored to be here.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Coralie Esnefel.
Very nice.
You can call me Corel.
The Golden Corel.
No, silver, actually.
Can I tell you something that is kind of sacrilege, but Wilhelm told it to me, so I think it's true.
Speak to me the words of the ancients.
So Wilhelm claimed to have known the great Platinum Father from way back during the ancient times, and he said that the Platinum Father had another name at one point.
Oh?
Yes, he said his name was Dingus. And that he was a pseudo dragon.
He looks up at the statue, like turning away from you all, and you can see his shoulders continue to shake with sort of soft laughter, and he sort of spreads his arms out, and a few dragons come down and alight on him. You can see them like chirping and preening at him very affectionately, and then he just looks back over his shoulder and just goes, "Sacrilege indeed." So it does make sense, doesn't it?
He was supposed to have been a very brave pseudo dragon who traveled with another, and then the two of them ascended to godhood.
He is the god of adventurers. You can't be that being all-powerful and almighty from the get-go, can you?
You have to earn it.
I just wanted to be able to say it to somebody that wouldn't give me a good flogging.
Risky. I would caution those words around many of my brethren.
Oh, I'm not saying it to anybody else. I felt like you would appreciate it.
I'm at constant risk of telling someone that.
Yes, but you want to say it for all the wrong reasons. You think it's funny. I think it's kind of beautiful.
It is incredibly funny.
Isn't it funny that that knowledge has made its way back into the world? You say there's risk, but without risk there's no reward. Maybe it's right that these words are being spread. What would I know? I've seen too many revisions of our scripture.
I think you should be careful. I don't know if you want to be called the Archbishop of Dingus.
Not the most flattering of titles.
But sometimes the name means less than what it than the position.
Is there much knowledge of the first dragons here at this temple?
The first dragons. We may have some old works on them. We have quite the stores of knowledge. I can't say I'm well educated on the matter myself, but he was always talking about the first brood. I know there's one. There's too many to pass through here. Wait, is he dead? No. I'll find out for you. We should have somebody that can help you.
We have found out much on the guidance that Bahamut has sent us, and I feel like they have a part to play in what is coming up.
Well, then I will put a wonderful class to work. Students do love being assigned tasks that they know nothing of, right?
Yes,
Sometimes.
students love
Cassian is-
that, and I'm gonna give a weird look to Maltori, like just students like that. 'Cause I'm recently.
He's sort of putting his hands up as if like,
Cassian's keeping his mouth shut.
It's a pleasure to meet you all.
It's an honor.
Pleasure to meet you also.
Nice to meet you too.
If there's anything else I can offer in aid, do ask it. If not, you are free to... Do you want me to arrange your rooms? Or are you staying elsewhere?
I believe it would be smart for us to stay here.
Would be, but I do want to see the town.
With all
You
due
can
respect, I prefer the safety of my own wits than the halls of the divine.
You can have your wits
a
and be in the
dangerous
halls of
prospect.
divine.
He looks around at the group of you and just goes, I will of course defer to you, children.
Well, I don't want to bring trouble to the town, city. I would rather not be held up in a single home, a single bed.
You're right, actually. Us staying with Tabitha invites risk onto her.
We can at least go back and have that dinner with them and say that we have secured other arrangements, but keep the coinage.
Why don't we just deliver them some nice food as a thank you? Let them keep the coinage
That makes sense.
and remain here.
Such a shame. I very like that place, but
We can revisit them for further lodgings, perhaps once that we have secured our safety.
yes. That will probably be for the best.
The Archbishop, sort of listening intently, just sort of nods his head a bit and goes, and I shall arrange for some quarters for you.
Thank you.
Until then, feel free to roam the halls. Maybe offer a prayer. He sort of gestures towards the lectern and smiles at you all. He inclines his head a little bit and starts walking to move past you all.
Nim looks over at Maltori and starts slowly counting down 20.
He gives you a confused look.
17. I'm counting how many seconds it's going to take you to go up there and flip the bird at the altar.
He purses his lips.
14. 15. 12.
He doesn't flip the bird, but he
11.
does make a little rude gesture towards the altar, just like knit down from beneath his robes.
I saw that.
It's a wretch.
You know you wanted to.
You are left alone in this massive church, looking up at the statue of the Platinum Dragon.
Oh, what have we gotten ourselves into?
Bahamut Church.
We have soundly walked where I was trying to lead us from, it feels like.
Is that all really platinum? That is.
You think we could
How much
steal
does this
that?
cost?
Nim, could you fit that in your...
I'll try.
Not the best thing to do.
I might have to make
I'm-
space. I might
I'm
have to kick
popping
the-
Maltori with his staff.
Ow!
I-
Give me that!
No.
If I move
Bad.
if I move the bathtub out, maybe I could do that.
It's just a intellectual exercise. We don't really mean to steal it unless it all goes wrong. We need to make a quick getaway and take some fundage with us.
How
Only an
would you?
emergency.
I guess you could
Bahamut
melt it
wouldn't
down.
leave it there if we weren't meant to take it.
Yes, and besides, we have the blessings of the Platinum Dragon. It's not sacrilege to take his Nikon with us.
Right, Nami?
But I
But
think
No.
it would be sacrilege to melt it down. So
Nomi stares up at the statue, looks at you, Nim, as if, like, wasn't actually paying attention.
We could probably take that and not get in trouble, right?
Nim, you see him sort of gaze back up at it again, and just, like, a little slight nod of the head.
He
Well, Nami says
convinced
it's fine.
himself we could take it.
I'm sorry, I don't trust the instincts of a little creature that prefers burnt eggs.
Do not insult an underskillen.
I'm not insulting him. I'm just stating the facts. Nomi is a very good pseudo dragon. He is not the sharpest sword in the.
He is very smart. He is one of the smartest.
It's not the smartest sword in the shed.
It's the sharpest, but yes.
Nomi sort of keeps staring at the statue before just snapping his head to look at you, Nim, and you get a flash of, we go?
We stay.
We go from this room.
Oh, right, I wouldn't know. Sorry.
Nami wants to know if we're going.
We can go check out the rooms. No,
want
wait,
to
we can go
go-
shopping.
Want to go get those people that food we promised?
Yes, let's
Yeah.
let's go out and let's try to pretend we have normal lives for a moment. Right.
Listen, we flexed this because we wanted the protection because somebody is using the power of monarchy against us. We're having to do something we don't want to do.
And everyone
normally.
knows
It's
church
fine.
beats monarchy.
Yeah.
Right.
Church monarchy cult? Is that the game?
Yes.
I guess
Viking.
cults do get control of monarchies, so yeah, I suppose you could do a circular logic there.
We have to get Arwa anyway.
The
Oh
classic
shit,
game-
oh well, that's right.
The classic game of cult monarch religion.
That's
On the bright side, we haven't sent a message to Olenway yet, so we can tell them about the big Bahamut temple.
oh
That
fuck
would be
yeah,
a
that's
nice
gonna be
surprise.
easier for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right then, let's go get some food.
Also, what kind of... Good.
If you'll make it easier to stomach Maltori, you can just see it as you using the powers you hate against them for your own gain.
Yes, I'm using the light to fight the darkness. That's
You're getting free room and board.
even better.
I mean, we're at least making Bahamut work a little bit for all they're putting us through, right?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, they should be offering us the most opulent of rooms. In fact,
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they
I hope
feed
they
us.
keep us together.
Actually, I don't
That
think.
might be-
I mean, actually, Bahamut Church is supposed to have good food.
They're supposed to, yeah.
Maybe there are some perks to this destined nonsense.
Also, the halls are really big. We could cast some pretty big spells in here.
Oh, do you think we? Surely they've
If
got lots of
anybody
rooms
actually-
and halls that we can use to practice things.
And also, if anybody actually comes for us and they're stupid enough to do it, I mean, we can like really let loose without wrecking the place. If we'd done that at the poor Tabitha lady's house, we would like
Burned it to
destroy
the ground. Yes,
Yes, it would have really wrecked it.
and we'll have to try to burn this place to the ground.
And we'll have to really try. We'll have to, you know.
Really try.
Don't try.
We'll really try.
So hard. Okay, let's get out of here before we get smited for this. Right. Yeah. You guys can head on out. Noah, those acolytes are still like gushing over this photo. You see them like sat down on a bench, all talking about it.
Was still a bird? I'm all confused.
No, we'll change back.
Wait, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been Noah this entire
Okay.
time.
Kalela is a
Dragon
bird.
saw you as oh, no, Kailela is a bird. That's
Yeah.
right. I just remember the dragon was looking at a bird. And I was like, oh.
Right. Yeah, you guys can head on out and go and do a little bit of shopping. Able to find some, food stores and so on. Pick up some vegetables to go in the stew. Do you want to treat them to meat? You can if you want.
I want to treat them to the biggest ham I can find, and like all the really good like potatoes and vegetables. Just a freaking feast. I want to give them food.
You want to spend a couple of gold pieces on really good food?
I will spend 5 gold pieces on food and alcohol.
Okay, you can get them a real feast then, like cured meats at a store for a while, stuff like that.
Yeah, lots of stuff. So I want them to have a nice big meal, like somebody was gluttonous.
Yep.
Don't forget the red wine that you need to pick up.
Yeah, I gotta get the red wine for Arwa too.
Oh yeah, that.
In fact, I'll spend 2 more gold just on red wine for Arwa.
Okay.
I already have truffles.
All right. You are able to make your way back towards the Opius house, and coming on in with these like large satchels and boxes of goods. Tabitha actually goes, "Oh, good gods! Planning on a feast?"
Yes, we were hoping that you would have a wonderful feast tonight.
Oh, if you want me to prepare a feast for you, I suppose I can.
If you have any of your friends, you can have them over and have a nice big meal on us. We want to thank you.
For what?
Well, you are nice enough to let us stay here for a bit. We have.
I offered you room and board for money.
I know, and it was very lovely, and we love you. Blessings of the Platinum Father upon you. Okay.
She squints a bit before just going, adventurers. Okay. Well,
I'm going to go take my girlfriend, and we are going to head out. We are just doing adventure things where we are.
We won't be back likely. We're already heading off. Oh.
Please eat your fill and have a lovely
Well,
night.
let me get you your money back then if you're not staying.
No, keep it.
We're adventurers. We throw money around recklessly. It's what we do. Thank you.
Stabilizing the local economy is our job.
If you ever come back this way, of course you're welcome to stay. I'll keep a tab for you.
Maybe we'll come by and ask you for directions to places while we're in town.
Certainly.
People. Thank you so much, Miss Tabitha.
Thank you.
Tabitha.
You must give me your names now, at least.
I am Mavis, and this is my papa. We'll see you again sometime.
Certainly. And she actually does a proper spread skirt curtsy to you all. And Maltori just sort of waves his hand a little dismissively and just goes, I enjoy. Before very hurriedly heading out, not liking this kind of interaction at all.
It's another reason why it's good we're getting out of here. She was eventually going to ask our names.
It's not good for a secret, so I don't know. It's awkward. I don't like people showing deference like that. Awed by my magical might, sure, but throwing money makes me feel filthy. Like they should
be fine.
This is me. No, it's not. It's the way people. He stops and pauses and just goes, I remember being poor and groveling, and I don't
like doing
And that is why we're not making those people grovel. We're just being kind, and we're moving on.
I just wish they didn't do it on their own volition either.
Yes, this is the habit, but don't look down on them for it. Try to ignore it. Let it go by.
Yes.
Let the wave wash over you. Remember that they are in a place and you have made it better.
Yes. Right then.
Arwa!
Do I have to get up now?
Do you want me to have big, strong Melaka carry you across town?
No, I actually think I need to walk. I have been laying in bed forever, and this is going to be harder than it actually seemed.
All right. Maybe we'll alternate. Maybe
Yeah, that's not a bad
and
idea.
We could trade it out.
Do you think there is like a what do you call it? A contradiction of like I have to try to be lazy?
I actually wonder if we
here we
get
go again.
other people to do it, because what I was thinking is we give those people a big feast, so now they are glutton, yes?
Uh-huh.
But what if I go buy like a whole bunch of pies and I say there's a contest? The person who eats the most pies gets 5 gold, and then we see how many people really eat a lot of pie.
And
Does
then
that help the bell?
and then we offer them rest beds to rest the pie off,
And the rest, yeah, we get them
and we
to
just we
stay
sit
for the
near
night?
them and the birds feed.
Yes, I wonder if
As
that
a greedy for the gold winnings, are they not?
Oh,
Kylie-
yes.
Kylela, would that work?
Kalila sort of shrugs his shoulders and goes, "Sounds logical."
Oh, we could try.
I mean, I don't see why
If
it
not,
wouldn't
then-
work.
If not, I've just got to put on a few ounces, I guess.
Oh, you'd look cute.
Your waistline wouldn't be able to stand it.
I don't know if I'd be able to stand with a few ounces. But
Yeah, but doubled in size.
Going to become
Only
hamster
with-
shape.
hamsters are cute. No, those are cute hedgehogs.
You like hedgehogs?
I love hedgehogs. Do you like hedgehogs?
The hedgehogs are pretty cute. I bet you we could find a little like hedgehog brooch or something.
Oh, that would be cute.
That would be cute.
Alright, we're going to go stay at the Bahamut Temple now. The Archbishop has set us up with rooms.
Well, that's a step up.
Yeah, we got an angel to appear and did some stuff.
Well, this is going smoother than I thought it would.
Yeah, it's not going too bad. Yeah, just, hope Olenway shows up soon.
Yes, I am sure it will all go this smoothly and nothing bad will happen.
It's not like we're not gonna have to worry about people knowing that there's strangers staying at the Bahamut Temple and the acolytes are gonna whisper.
I'm sure it'll be fine. She waves her hands.
You know, the camera.
Okay, we are summoning enough portents of doom on ourselves with this discussion, so let's, oh, fuck it. I actually just want to go and sit and eat somewhere. Should we just go by a tavern?
Yeah, let's go hit the tavern up. I
Alright.
want to eat so much food.
Alright.
Oh, I'm gonna buy rounds for everybody at the bar.
Oh, yes. I mean, you know what? Fuck it. Let's abandon the sneak. We're going to ingratiate ourselves.
Everybody's going to love us.
They're going to love us, and if guards come to arrest us, people will be like, no, bad, throw rocks.
Except we want 5 million gold pieces.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can ingratiate ourselves just yet.
We
Not
can still
until
buy
we're-
them alcohol.
We could. Let's just not say who.
You know what, children? Whatever the fuck happens.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
We got the gods on our sides. If gods come, we'll beat them down, and we'll be in the divine right to do it.
that's what
And
we
if
are
it
saying.
looks too tough, we have someplace to hide.
Yes, we run.
I mean, if the gods wanted us to win, they'd make sure we were okay, right?
Yeah, sure. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
Right, you guys move along, and yeah, you can find a decent little tavern to actually just get a meal at, before making your way back towards the temple, church, I should say, full scale church, cathedral. Cathedral is the word I wanted.
Is someone going to send that sending to the sister before we sleep?
I mean, I don't think we're in a particular rush. What if we have to move in the next couple of days?
Okay.
Also, she's at least 4 days before she's coming over, right?
Well, we'll do it tomorrow. This is less me not caring and more just like she's dealing with a lot right now.
Yeah, we should.
It would be
Let
really
her-
unfortunate if she's maybe dealing with a grieving person and the sending comes in, right?
Yeah, that'd be inopportune.
I mean, there's a chance of that no matter when we send it, but just let's give her a little time. Losing people it's hard, especially when you have to shoulder the grief of so many others as well.
And you don't even get to be there to say goodbye.
Yes. Well, cheery discussion. Walking out to the
Entirely.
Go back to eating things.
you guys head to the cathedral after your food, and the that same priest that talked to you before is there. It looks like he's just a sort of continue. Like when I say he is like refilling the sconces and so on, this is a big place. There's a lot of them. This is a real duty.
It's just busy work.
Yeah.
We only have one of you doing that.
Today, yes. I mean, it's holy work. It's
Taking care of the temple would be holy work. Can we help?
if you so wish.
How high up are these?
So there are ones that are just a bit above head level. You could reach up, especially you could reach up and do it, but like doing that motion constantly with your arms would be unpleasant. So that's why he's using a little step stool. There are ones that are like far higher up and like quite a bit larger as well. But again, like like these aren't smooth walls. There are perches and like stonework ladders built into the walls themselves.
You're saying I can use my climb speed to get up there.
Oh yeah, easily.
I-
But he actually holds a hand up and goes, however, it is getting late, and I think the Archbishop would scold me for putting you to work, volunteered or not.
Maybe I can help you with your duties tomorrow then.
I would appreciate the company. Name's Paul, by the way.
Mavis, Jemma Maltori. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. You have rooms prepared if you'd like me to take you to them.
Yes.
And he just nods, and he starts to walk with you. He leads you through a few corridors into what looks like to be it's a large passageway, large enough that you could fit a dragon through it. That seems to connect the cathedral to like another set of buildings. They don't tower or anything. It's just like lower squat buildings with maybe 2 floors that are just, teaching halls, places to sleep. More monastery attached to cathedral. But he takes you through there, and eventually you are guided to a hallway that looks... It's not dirty, but you can see cobwebbing and so on. Like, these buildings are large enough that they have areas that just go unused if they don't have a lot of people. And he takes you into one of these places and just goes, forgive the slight damp smell. The area's not seen not a lot of care, but we have made sure there's clean bedding. The rooms are sorted. You've got an attached dining hall here that no one's using. We've instructed that you are to be left undisturbed.
Wonderful, thank you so much.
There are small rooms available to each of you. However, we understand if you wish to sequester together for security.
Adventure reasons.
Yes. There is a large room there as well. You'll have to move your beddings in there, but it's available to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciative.
Do you need food brought to you?
No, thank you.
Um,
We just ate.
I could definitely use a little bit of food if you don't mind.
Certainly. I'll bring some small late night snackings. Yes. I'll make sure that you have fresh pitchers of water and so on as well. Oh, privies are down the hall that way. Just go into the little outside outcropping. They're there.
Wonderful.
And he nods and just gives you a sort of bows politely as he steps back and turns and walks away.
Where am I dropping the bath?
Oh, I suppose we've got a bunch of rooms. Just use all of them for a bath.
Yeah, this
This is the bathroom.
Alright, this is where the bath is going to be, everybody.
All right.
Knock before entering.
We're moving in. Right. Yeah, you're able to put the bath into one of these rooms.
Yeah.
And indeed, there's plenty of lush bedding and so on. Everyone's been assigned a little individual room, checking through them. Cassian, you will spot a room that has a bunch of beds that have been brought together
Okay.
to create one large, wide, able to accommodate a centaur bed.
Bed.
Yeah.
There is a very happy tippity tap of hooves on whatever the floor is, and then just the cry of bed.
Yes, Cassian. Rooms have beds.
Taryc,
Centaur bed.
there is a room that has a standard bed in it. However, you see that like they've also put boxes with continued bedding onto it, like a little past the bed's length.
Oh, something for Taryc.
So it's long enough that you don't drape over it.
Yeah.
Yep. Likewise,
My
Melaka.
toes don't hang off.
Yep. Then there's a few standard rooms for Noah, Iala, and Maltori. And then Nim, there is a room that both has this big lush bed, and also like there is set up a smaller like little just like pillow with bedding on it because they didn't know what you and Darwa would prefer.
Oh, I have a girlfriend.
They did. The Archbishop did.
Yeah.
You mentioned her.
Huh? No, I said that yes, because they.
Oh
know I
yeah.
have a
Oh, you
girlfriend.
knew. I thought you didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they know I have a girlfriend.
Yep. And clearly it's like, okay, was it a brownie, another Trixie? Okay, we'll do a little double bed thing on the floor here just in case. What if it's larger? What if the brownies want to sleep in the big bed? Okay, both.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, don't judge. They'll get mad, right?
There is also just a whole lot of extra like blankets and bedding in general because they know you've got they've seen you have a bunch of pets and familiars and they couldn't account for what is actually resting and not.
Does Nami have a big bed?
Nami actually has this large plush thing that is clearly structured for a pseudo dragon. So does Shalai.
Oh.
Boy,
Yeah.
it's a little bed, Shalai.
Shalai meeps happily. It's actually, you know, the enclosed cat thing, like the soft cat beds that are like full surrounding and have a hole in the front.
Mm-hmm.
They actually look like that. Shalai is like diving straight in and then just like pokes her head out and meeps happily.
Got like a little curtain or something drawn
Uh-huh.
across it, so it's like a little drapey.
Yep.
We'll have to get you one of these while we're here.
She bobs her head excitedly. Not many people know pseudo dragons like enclosed spaces like this to rest.
Oh, this will be really nice for you, Nami.
Nami sort of stares at it, and then he is actually just going to go and flop by the little bed on the floor.
Not thought to sleep on the bed with me and Arwa. You could do that.
He says, and then he's going to like climb up onto the bed.
Yeah, that's right. The three of us will stay better together.
Yes, it is always a joy to have Nami climbing over me as we sleep.
Trust me, it is very different when he climbs over me when I sleep.
I sometimes hear the pain squeak.
He
Alright.
doesn't know where my tail is in the dark.
Alright, do you guys want to use individual rooms or do you want to paranoid huddle?
You always
I'm
take
Arwa.
room for herself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, individual rooms.
I think it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maltori seems happy to actually take a private room for himself.
I want to get the room next to Maltori. Hopefully that's where me and Arwa are,
Yeah.
but I don't know where that
So
is.
it's going to go bathroom, Maltori room, Nimanaba room. Then it's going to be Cassian room, Taryc room, Yadi room, Noah room, and then there's actually other empty rooms as well. Do you guys want to like check the other rooms just to make sure there's nothing lurking in the darkness to get you?
I'm not scared.
I'm gonna check the other
Curiosity, at
rooms to
least.
see if there's anything else they have set up.
No, most of these rooms are literally empty. A couple of them have bed frames in them, no bedding on them. One of them just has like, it's all furniture, like just, chairs and such piled up. Literally just looks like these are unused rooms. A couple of are used for storage.
Okay, good. So there's nothing dangerous here. Not that I thought there would be.
Yeah,
Right.
it's wasting no time and getting to feeding the truffles to Arwa, and Nami's getting some truffles
Yeah,
too.
they will enjoy them, both lounging lavishly.
My beautiful goddess and my holy beast are getting feasties.
Brother Paul returns shortly, just with some like breads and cheeses and some grapes, pitchers of water.
Yeah, I'm gonna feed my Greek goddess some grapes.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, you guys can
Or
settle
donuts and
in,
cheese.
and soon enough actually rest. It's been a busy little day. Any precautions taken before people rest?
Is there one just major way into our area?
Technically two, because the hallway continues, and then imagine you're in a square structure and you've got corridors coming from both sides down to your corridor.
Okay.
But you guys are in a central corridor, and basically there's ways out on both ends of it. So basically two entryways that you'd have to guard for if you wanted to.
Nim is going to take out her house of cards in her and Arwa's room,
Mm-hmm.
and actually, no, I'm going down the hallway and then putting it in the hallway to
Okay.
block off our end of the temple.
Right, you block off one end with the house of cards.
Yep.
I'm casting alarm on the other area
Okay.
via ritual.
Unfortunately, these are cathedral-like ceilings, so my house of cards won't cover all the way to the ceiling, but it'll at least be something in the way.
Yep. Yeah, you can make it very awkward to try and get over at the very least.
Yeah, I'm making it awkward.
Right, and your alarm spelling the other access.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, you guys do that, and then you are able to rest. Actually, I'm going to ask, the way the brother led you into this area, is that house of cards or alarm side?
I was thinking that was house of cards side. Can I actually do it so that the house of cards, the door into it opens up to Maltori's room? And then I'm just gonna leave that open so Maltori comes into the house of cards.
Sure, you can do that.
But he's got windows, so he can still attack, right?
Uh-huh.
But then it's like other people can't get in, so
Sure.
I thought you were doing it the best.
He's going to wake up in the morning and be like, I'm trapped! Alright.
Fireball.
Alright. Yeah, you're able to set up like that, and soon enough able to settle in for the night. Little difficult because the old strange new area, little bits of paranoia, but quiet. Sort of just before bed, you actually hear like very distant sounds of hymns, just like muffledly echoing through the halls. And
I do want to cast one last spell before I go to bed.
what's that?
And I promise I'm making this very brief,
Mhm.
even though it's going to sound worse. I'm using my ability to get my spells back, but I'm pretty sure I've had a short rest. I've got my
Yeah.
spell slots back. I'm casting Contact Other Plane.
Uh-huh.
I'm choosing the magical, and I'm pretty much going to ask one question, and depending on the answer is most likely
Yeah,
going to be no. But I'm just going to ask. I realize that this is very annoying to be contacted by me and asked a lot of questions, so I am going to ask this one. Would you mind if I continue to contact you to ask you for questions and aid?
Maybe.
Okay, and then I let it go.
Okay.
That's all I was doing. I will do my roll, but I have my auto succeed still, so
Oh,
I'll
to
use my auto
succeed.
succeed.
Okay. Right.
So yeah, I was just doing that because I had decided whether or not I was like going to ever contact that person again, and I was like, I should find out if they actually don't want to talk to me anymore.
Yeah. Right. And as you all settle in for the night, that's where we're going to end this week's session. Alright. Alright, everyone take 2,000 experience points.
Woo!
Everyone take a point of piety.
Wow!
Bahamut Worshipper, extra point.
I hit 50.
Oh! Alright. Actually, the Tiamat Worshipper can have an extra point as well.
Yay!
Right.
I'm at not 50.
And we will do this, not same time next week, normal time next week.
All time this week.
Yeah.